so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a pal on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do him wrong cause it sounds so sweet. Just spit the facts while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. It is a Thursday, and it is a loaded potato. First of all, I don't know if I ever told you guys a story. About 12, 13 years ago, I'm working for $7.90 the ticket. I'm at this poker game with Damon Jones. This guy's taking all my money. No, I'm teasing. I could do 4 hours today about Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, the danger of legalized sports gambling and what it could possibly lead to, which you're seeing a little bit today. I could do 4 hours on that. I don't think we will. I could do 4 hours on a gutty performance by the Heat last night because the Heat, if you're a Heat fan, you had to be a little excited by Norman Powell because that's the thing we've been missing, which is a bucket.
I couldn't watch the game, so this morning I'm up at 4 a.m. I go to the box score. I see it. I'm excited.
Yep.
They scored 121 points and lost by 4 to a team that's top 5.
Like, you'll take that.
I was like, Norman scored 28. Then I listened to Joe and Tobin and Leroy, and I'm like, oh, people are upset by this. I was excited while looking at the box
I thought
score.
it was a great sign last night. I got other stuff I want to talk about, but did you think I took last night as a great sign?
I felt great. I thought they impressed. I thought they looked better than I could have ever imagined offensively. 3-point shooting, lights out. They did all the things they needed to do in that game, rebounding especially, until the very end. And losing that game, Hoch, there's no doubt. Baseline start there is unbelievable, but to lose that game the way they lost it, which is not getting an offensive rebound and blowing an 8-point fourth quarter lead after last year, you were the worst team in clutch games in the fourth quarter, still stung.
Yes, but it's game one. They were 8.5-point dogs
against a good team.
Everyone's talking about Orlando. Right. They're, when the whole Desmond Bane acquisition, remember, they went all in. I thought that they were impressive last night, hanging with them and being in it at the end.
They should have won the game, though.
Okay, fair.
Isn't that the closer we've been looking for?
Yeah,
we need the closer. The fourth quarter guy that's going to go and get 10.
Anyway, I could do a 4-hour performance, 4 hours on the gutty performance by the Heat. I'm not going to. I could do 4 hours on Victor Wembanyama. I don't know. I happened to watch the late game because I was done watching the Heat and blah, blah, blah. I'm laying in bed. He is otherworldly.
Yeah.
He's otherworldly. When I don't know if you watched the sequence, he blocks a shot in a ferocious manner that's comical. It goes right to his teammate, and then he brings the ball down, crosses up a defender, step back three. And the way he looks while he's doing it, it's bizarre, but it is unbelievable.
Yes.
But I'm not doing 4 hours on Victor Wembanyama. We are going to do 4 hours on Matas Buzelis.
I'm fine.
Because if you saw what this guy did for the Chicago Bulls, I'm telling you right now, tail me on the Buzelis points over. Vegas is behind on this right now. They're behind on it. I hit Buzelis over last night. By the way, I could not have been more right about Duncan Robinson. I said he needs a friendly atmosphere. He's going to feel a little out of sorts. The last I looked, he was 1 of 7 from the field and 0 of 5 from 3. I don't know how he finished, but I don't think it was much better because that was late in the fourth quarter. He stunk. He was a turd. And I was watching the Bulls game because they were playing the Bulls, Detroit was. And I think the Bulls announcer, Stacey King, because we have him on the
Carumbo.
Yeah, on the Antetokounmpo montage. And Stacey King, I just don't think he's watched a ton of Duncan Robinson play, but he was a defensive liability last night for Detroit.
Thought he was a stopper?
Yeah, it was wild to watch. But anyway, this Matas Buzelis bet is over. And DJ last night, he had parlayed Buzelis over 20. The over was 16.5, is what I bet. My son bounced it up to 20, which he went over, and parlayed it with a Josh Giddey double-double. And he hit that. Nice parlay. I'm telling you, Vegas is going to catch up to Buzelis. you've got a few games where you can get in on the train.
Little boozy vert.
I
got you.
How was Kevin Durant on the Pivot podcast? You were in
good.
Houston last night.
He was good.
He was?
Yeah, he's nice. I didn't expect him to be as pleasant as he is.
I thought maybe surly and withdrawn.
No entourage. Drove up himself with his homeboy. Came in, gave me free shoes. Like brought all of us free shoes. Asked our producer our sizes. Like the nicest dude in the world. I don't say disgusted, but like I was mad he wasn't nastier.
That's crazy to me because like when I go see someone, I bring a Crowder powder, a little thing of spice. This dude brings $200 pairs of shoes and just hands them out.
And they haven't been released yet. They're exclusives.
Holy man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, KD.
So when's that pod drop? Next Tuesday?
It'll be Tuesday, yes.
Okay.
But we asked him everything. Like, yeah.
Yeah, don't give it away.
Okay.
You know what happened when you did that with the Belichick episode.
Yeah, I got in trouble.
Yeah. Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
We actually talked about Wembanyama, talking about like generational talents. It wasn't on the show, so I can reveal it. We didn't talk about this on air. He was saying, we're like, so what about Wemby? What about AE? Like all the young guys, because he was talking about how he's the old guy now. It's like, how many more years do you have left? You know, you're 37, almost 38 years old. He said Wemby can be that guy. He's just not consistency. He says you look at everybody, they'll go average 22, the next year average 25, then you get up around 30. He was like, if I see that climb in Wemby, it's going to be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you stop him on either side. It's crazy. The gifts that guy has. It's crazy.
One thing stops him's injury.
Yeah.
That's it.
Blood clots, injury.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, and you imagine, again, a guy with his body type is going to face that on a consistent basis. It would be shocking if he didn't. Gino Torretta is going to join us today. Don Bailey Jr. is going to join us today. Fantasy football reports on WQAM are sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. Distilled 6 times till it's just right. Tito's is known for great vodka, giving back, and doing good for dogs. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. So the biggest fantasy football news coming out of the league this week happened on this show. Arande Gadsden on Tuesday told us that Arande Gadsden II is on his fantasy team, but he sat him the week prior. And OG II lit it up, set records for a tight end, is being talked about all around the league. OG had him on the bench, and he revealed to us on this show he will stay on the bench because he's more concerned about jinxing him and changing up anything. This story of Arande Gadsden benching his son and keeping him there, even though his numbers are phenomenal, it was really picked up by Jamie Eisenberg from CBSSports.com. He was listening and he tweeted it out. And it has now been picked up by every sports outlet on the planet. There's a big story about it on ESPN.com today. And
funny.
So that's your fantasy football news.
Did we get a little love on it?
We did. We are mentioned in every story that got published.
Shout out to ESPN for correctly calling it the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show, unlike Jamie Eisenberg, who only credited the two of you.
Interesting. I didn't read past Hochman and Crowder. I didn't even notice that they put your name in it.
Interesting.
Jamie hates you. Remember?
Let's do a quick look at the headlines. Sponsored by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
I told you guys I cut OG as well the week prior just because he hadn't been productive. Guess what? Didn't get to claim him off waivers. Somebody else bid $42 for him. And now I'm in a bidding war to trade for OG II back, and they want Jalen Waddle for OG straight mother bleeping up.
Hey, I know your fantasy team is the thing I hate when people talk about. I missed him on waivers because ours goes by order. I had to trade the Seattle running back and the tight end from the Bucks to the lady to get little OG.
Well, how could you
I was willing to give him anybody.
How could you not trade Jalen Waddle for him? Jalen Waddle had 1 catch for 15 yards last week.
Tua can't see him.
Oh, my God. Take the mic from Tua. I've heard that's just silly. Does he understand the criticisms of him? He's too small. Now I'm going to say I can't see over the lineman.
It was such a shocking, because there are some people who say, hey, this is what he did with Josh Allen when he said, I can't do half the stuff. And I argued on his behalf because I was like, he's being honest. In this instance, don't point out a physical. I said yesterday, I said it would be like a running back saying, well, I do happen to be easy to bring down because I'm underweight and I don't work out very much.
Not great balance, but man, if I had balance, I'd be great.
Say that. Why would you say that?
He's an oversharer.
I guess it's just like, what on earth do you think you're going to accomplish by suggesting you can't see some of your receivers because you're too short?
I could have thought of a lie in 2 seconds. Jalen Waddle, only 1 catch. What happened? Oh, they were bracketing him, and I kept, I knew they were bringing the safety down, watching him because he's our best receiver. You could have praised him and made up a lie about why you didn't throw him the ball more.
Ridiculous.
He's got the disease of McCoachin, McBlabbering. He rambles now.
Been around him so long that he just rambles.
They meet for 3 hours a week.
A day.
I mean, oh my. He's sitting with the guy 15, 20 hours a week.
McYappin. I mean, it rubs off on you.
I used to have a program directors meeting after every show when I did mornings with Zaslow. Our program director was Todd Castleberry. He used to have to sit there for an hour and a half after every show. And I wanted to blow my brains out. I couldn't listen to his droning. 10 minutes of it was good stuff. An hour and a half. I can only imagine what's going on through Tua's head when he's sitting there in another 3-hour session with Mike McDaniel.
Tua talks for 15 seconds of the 3 hours.
Pays attention for 14 seconds.
But that's why he gets in front of the mic. He's got to let it all out,
Right.
I mean, McDaniel's taking up all the airtime
Right.
between them. He
Right.
finally gets his chance to talk.
Don't vent in national media. Go tell you. He said he loves to go home. Go talk to your kids about you not being tall enough to see Jalen Waddle.
All right, so there's actually a lot of stuff happening in South Florida. I know the Terry Rozier scandal is front and center. I'm sure we'll dive into it at some point.
There was a statement, by the way, to Pablo Torre finds out from Terry Rozier's lawyer.
Yeah.
He says, we have represented Terry Rozier for over a year. A long time ago, we reached out to these prosecutors to tell them we should have an open line of communication. They characterized Terry as a subject, not a target. But at 6 a.m. this morning, they called to tell me FBI agents were trying to arrest him in a hotel. It is unfortunate that instead of allowing him to self-surrender, they opted for a photo op. They wanted the misplaced glory of embarrassing a professional athlete with a perp walk. That tells you a lot about the motivations in this case. They appear to be taking the word of spectacularly incredible, not what I think I would use non-credible. They say incredible sources rather than relying on actual evidence of wrongdoing. Terry was cleared by the NBA, and these prosecutors revived that non-case. Terry is not a gambler, but he is not afraid of a fight, and he looks forward to winning this fight.
Hope so.
Yeah, I mean, you want to believe that everything in sports is on the up and up, and that's naive, of course. But I have no ill will towards him. He's been terrible for the Heat, but I don't wish jail time on him.
Well, I've seen some highlights on Twitter where looked like he was shaving points, or maybe he just lost basketball.
I was gonna suggest, could there be some sort of sports jail invented where literally just Chris Greer is sentenced to 1.5 years just because of what happened sports wise?
Yeah.
Like this was such an affront to the fan base and whatever. We take you to we take you to sports court and you're sentenced to 1.5 years. Might that prevent, Nico Harrison from trading Luka if he knew there's possible jail time if it's deemed that offensive?
I like it.
I kind of like that.
What is Chris Greer? What sentence does he get for drafting Jonas Savaiinaia?
I don't think you could do it off one draft. I think if you were going to appear in front of the court, you'd have to build a case, because I would submit to you then what's the opposite side? He signs Riley Patterson. He's turned out to be a good replacement. What does he get? He gets a house. The state has to give him a house.
The correct answer is life sentence. Chris Greer gets a life sentence. The NBA issued a statement as well. I'll read it to you. We are in the process of reviewing the federal indictments announced today. Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are being placed on immediate leave from their teams. We will continue to cooperate with the relevant authorities. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness, and the integrity of our game remains our top priority.
Yeah, I mean, this is a billion-dollar industry.
Yeah.
The moment the integrity of the game is questioned, you will lose everything. So they're going to have zero leeway on something like this.
And with the story with the cameras underneath the poker table and all that, and the fake glasses.
So that's kind of a different
I was gonna
aspect of this story.
They can't get in trouble with their job with that, right? Like if it was card games.
Interesting. They can get in trouble with the law. And once you're in trouble with the law, your employer can take.
You're embarrassing the
action.
NBA.
For
I got
sure.
you.
If you're playing in illegal poker games run by the Italian mob, and you're the head coach of an NBA franchise, and you're the marquee person there, people are paying to get into games because you're Chauncey Billups. They want to play with you. You can for sure face repercussions from the NBA. I mean, he's done.
Correct, but it would be because you got in trouble with the law. Yeah.
It wasn't affecting the outcome of games.
That's what I'm saying. Shaving points, I get, but if it's off, if they're not arrested, if Rozier's walking around free and he was playing cards illegally, couldn't he?
Tobin sent me a text because he was part of the morning show meetings with Castleberry, and he says that mother bleeper couldn't even set up a screening of the Warriors for 2 years. I said, because I would always talk about the Warriors, the movie, on the air, and everyone was like, oh, do a movie screening and then we'll pack the place. And Castleberry, for whatever reason, worked on it for 2 years, but couldn't pull the trigger somehow, couldn't figure out how to actually make the screening happen. Yeah.
Wasn't Castleberry the guy that loved guns on that old cop movie?
No, Tackleberry.
Oh,
you're thinking of Beverly Hills Cop?
Tackleberry.
Or was it?
No.
Tackleberry.
Tackleberry.
Yeah.
But I was thinking it wasn't Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, it was Tackleberry. Wasn't
That
it?
was him? I don't
think so.
Weird name.
Locally, because we're running out of time here.
Len just texted us.
Oh, no.
Starting tomorrow, we have a 90-minute post-show meeting at my desk. Plan on getting out of here around 8 p.m. every night.
I can't do it, Len. Love you.
Oh my God. Could you imagine listening to Len prattle on and on for an hour and a half every night?
I just had a meeting.
Right?
I just had a meeting with Len.
Oh, is that why you look peaked? All right. Anything else? Because Gino Torretta is going to join us.
That's it,
I mean, I keep trying to wrap up headlines. You keep getting text messages. So you let me know, huh?
All right. Happy birthday, Al Leiter. No, do you have anything else?
Messi signs an extension with Inter Miami through 2028.
Let's go.
I don't think he'll play in 2028, but whatever.
Police Academy.
Everybody's
texting it in. That was Tackleberry.
I loved him.
The Heat play the Grizzlies tomorrow. John Morant played yesterday, but he tweaked his ankle. We'll see about his availability for tomorrow. They're 1-0. They beat Zion and the Pelicans. The Panthers, they host the Crosman and the Penguins tonight at their home arena, the Emirates Bank Arena.
Gino Torretta texting me. No one sent him a link for the show.
Well, we haven't gone to break yet.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Anything else?
Your weather in South Florida right now, nice, sunny. I don't know. The shades are closed, so I can't really give you an accurate weather report. That, of course, is being paid for.
That is your accurate weather report. Brought to you by,
sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable.
I can't imagine what Len's going to want to talk to us about for an hour and a half.
Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
All right. Gino Torretta is going to join us in the next segment. Do not go anywhere.
You don't know fun unless you know Tootsie's fun. You got to get to Tootsie's Cabaret. They have all the games. Right now, it's crazy. World Series, basketball started, football's going on, college and NFL. You got it all. Hockey season's here. It is off the chain. And at Tootsie's, when a commercial comes, there's always beautiful entertainment that you can look at while you're watching the game, man. Tootsie's is the largest trail club in the entire world. I've been going there for 20 years. I'm going to go there for another 20 years and then another 20 years. They're open from noon to 6 a.m. That's 18 hours of beautiful entertainment, delicious food specials, $100 bottles, half-price drinks till 8 p.m. There are 2 levels of entertainment there, complete bars. They have TVs everywhere. I'm telling you, get to Tootsie's. And there's no cover on game days with the Fins or the Canes. You get in for free until 6 p.m. And if you bring your Canes or Fins tickets, you get in free all day. Half-price drinks, no cover with Fins or Canes tickets. You got to get to Tootsie's on Sunday from noon to 5 p.m. $10 tailgate takeover. Chicken wings, smash fries, shrimp fries, cheese pizza, and chicken nachos, $10 from noon to 5 p.m. at Tootsie's. The big sports bar in the back, they have pool tables. It's amazing. Have a good time. You get with your boys, get with your girls, having a date night. You get a couple couples together. Everybody will have a good time at Tootsie's. I'm telling you, you got to get to Tootsie's Cabaret. Go to tootsiescabaret.com for more information.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Khalil?
All right, before we get to Gino Toretta, everyone's invited to this party. Doesn't matter who you are. Your name is on the list at Hard Rock Bets season-long celebration. Sign up today, bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got a winning bet, you got a boosted bankroll. That's how you get the party started. Maybe you're going to bet something for this weekend, anytime touchdown, rushing overs, receptions. I mean, it's all done in a few easy taps on the Hard Rock Bet app. College football, I mean, big games on Saturday. You've got baseball's crown up for grabs. You can bet on every pitch, swing, and big moment. And, of course, the wait is over. The NBA is back. I am telling you, tail me. Matas Buzelis over on points. Vegas is going to catch up at some point. I'm telling you, you've got the edge right now. Buzelis overs. You can bet on anything you want on the Hard Rock Bet app. Step in the cage. You can bet on the biggest names in MMA with 321% profit boosts for the 321 fights this Saturday. So make your picks pack a powerful punch. Download the Hard Rock app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE. Gino Toretta is joining us. Toyota of Hollywood hotline. I always remind you the best place to get geared up with Canes or Dolphins merch this season is Caneswear in Davie or online at caneswear.com. Gino, the Heisman Trophy winner, he joins us on Thursdays courtesy of the local 519 Plumbers Union. In football and in life, it's about being on the right team. Join the winning team at local 519 Plumbers Union, a proven path to a strong career. Visit plumbers519.com. Gino will be on the call Saturday, Wisconsin, Oregon, and you can hear that all across the nation on Touchdown Radio. Hello, Gino.
A little disappointed. I didn't know we were coming in the studio today. That's close enough. I could have met y'all there. Maybe we could have had lunch.
We're under a mandate. We have to be here, and so if you'd like to join us here every Thursday,
well, I didn't know about the mandate. I've been to the facility outside to see Steph the specialist and give him his credentials for the Miami game. So I just I didn't realize you traveled still to Dade County, Hawk.
Gino, let me know. You and I could carpool. We live fairly close to one another.
Hey, you don't mind
come
sitting
kidnap me. I won't struggle at all.
Till 6:30, putting up the podcast. You're okay with that, right? And then
yeah, sure. I'll hang out over there all afternoon.
What happened with the Hurricanes on Friday? They put up this stinker on Friday against Louisville. And listen, it is almost impossible to go undefeated in a season. I think everybody knows that. But do you take the loss to Louisville as some sort of huge warning? Or do you kind of shake it off and say, look, those games are going to happen. They're still one of the best teams in college football, and don't get caught up on it?
Well, I think you would say they're still one of the best teams in college football. I think I get hung up on it from it's a home game. And if you watch this season, it seems like there's a lot of colleges that when they go on the road, they're not either focused or they lay an egg on the road and don't play well. To do that at home is very disappointing. And to do it on a week and a half of almost 2 weeks of preparation is definitely disappointing. I think that
disappointing or worrisome, because there's a difference.
Well, it's disappointing. I mean, it's still the same players that a lot of people before the game thought they were the best team in the country based on their resume so far to date. So I think, the Notre Dame win keeps looking better. Hell, USF win keeps on looking better because they the only loss is Miami. To me, in with this transfer portal thing and where it's not, we're in a locker room for 5 years with each other, it becomes the coach's job everywhere is, man, you have to focus these kids in each and every week. And each and every week, you can get beat. You can get beat. The one thing I'm a little disappointed in is the fact that, when you're Miami and you're top 5 in the country you are everybody else on your schedule, especially that's not ranked, which was everybody on the rest of the schedule. You are their game. You're their ticket for credibility. And if you don't think you're going to get their best coaching effort, if you don't think you're going to get their best physical effort, because those dudes, if you watch, they're playing and say, "Hey, I'm some of the fastest guys on the field, and I'm playing for how high I'm going to get drafted in the spring." And Brahm's going out there playing loose. Hell, he loves being at Louisville. He grew up there. He played there, and they've had a great plan for us. Every year they've played us. I mean, do they have better players than us? No, I don't think they have a better roster than us. But they had a better plan, and they believed in it. And when you're in college, man, belief is 90% of the battle, because you could get some kids where, they may not know where they're going, but hell, if they believe they're going in the right direction, they're going to end up beating you at the end of 60 minutes.
Yeah, and Gino, it was obvious early in the game they had athletes. Hell, half of them are from down here, to be honest. When Charlie Strong started coming down here, and Teddy and Lamar, all those guys, we know about them. The thing that was perplexing to me was the trenches. There's supposed to be 4 or 5 guys on the offensive and defensive line of the Canes that are supposed to go first or second round. Louisville was dominating the trenches, not just for one quarter, pretty much the whole game. What did the Canes have, 60 yards rushing?
It was ugly.
I did not expect the domination inside.
Well, not only that, but at some point, Channing, when you're hand off on inside zone like 5 or 6 times and it gets absolutely stoned, don't you at some point run outside zone, counter? There's got to be an adjustment, whether it's like, hell, let's try a trap. If they're going double eagle the whole time, at some point in time, you can't just jam it in the middle and go off the edge. I mean, really, the success they had was when they handed it to Tony off the edge, and he was able to score. So, you know what? Use the speed and work those edges. But I just think, and even the players after the game in their comments that, they said, hey, they were doing stuff that we weren't prepared for. And that to me is concerning, shocking, and I just think football is coaches say it's not about them. It never is about your opponent. If you just execute within whatever your offensive scheme you have and whatever defensive scheme you have, there's an answer for what the other team is doing. So it truly isn't what the other team's doing. It's just, okay, can I execute my own crap better than you can defend it? And you know what? We didn't execute. They get down inside a field goal range to kick for a tie. And at that point, first off, we have 3 timeouts and there's 40 seconds left. I'm like, okay, why would we be not taking one to just calm everybody down, and just give some pointers? And oh, by the way, the pointer is, if they blitz and they catch us, do not try to jam the ball to the tight end running a hot route. I mean, no offense, but, Channing, the tight end's coming out of his stance. He's like, wait a sec. He's checking the corner of his eye thinking, damn, the backer just left. Okay, it's hot. By the time his head's around, the ball's past him and the guy makes a great play in the interception. It's like, dude, throw the ball away. Like I would just be like, all right, they got us. They got us. Sometimes they guess right. And you throw it away. You live to play another down. And we didn't do that at the end of the game.
Gino, I'm just looking at the schedule very quickly. And look, I know there's a lot of football left to play, but Georgia Tech is 4-0. Virginia Tech is 3-0 atop the conference. Miami does play SMU, who's currently undefeated. I mean, they're going to have to take care of business, right? Because GT doesn't play UVA or SMU. And I don't know if they'll end the season undefeated because they have to play Georgia in their final game, but their conference record's pretty much a joke the rest of the way. It's not out of the realm of possibility they end their conference record. ACC play undefeated. Virginia is another one of those teams. I don't think they will, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. Miami can't drop another game here if they truly want to make the conference tournament or conference.
Well, no question. The disappointing thing, because of the loss and they haven't had a lot of conference games yet, they need help, at least how it looks right now.
Right.
But I would say to this, and I did it with one of the shows I'm on Sirius is like, okay, pick the playoff right now. If you pick the playoffs right now, if you look at the ranking, Miami probably get bounced out of the playoffs because you got to put, BYU in as the Big 12, and you got to put a group of 5 representative in. And, I don't know if the ACC is getting a second team in the playoff. It's not going to be like last year because the SEC is so strong. Right now, you'd probably put 5 teams out of the SEC into the top 12 based on performance. And so to me, that means you can't rely on anybody else. They have to win out. They have to win the conference. And I think that every ACC school should be looking at it that way. And to me as a player, you never wanted to put it in anybody else's hands and have to rely on either somebody else losing or you getting the benefit of the doubt vote to say, all right, they're in the playoffs. And that's where Miami's going to need some of that, but they got to come out and play. But don't think the rest of the schedule, listen, last Thursday, what did we talk about? They're going to be favored, and they're playing a bunch of teams that are not ranked. So we thought, okay, they could truly play well, but skate undefeated, right? Well, now with the loss, those teams are now thinking, man, Miami's gettable. That's what they're thinking. And that's where it's up to them this week to come out against Stanford, who just, shocked Florida State, and go out and beat the hell out of them. I mean, we're favored by almost 30.
I was going to ask you, they're 30-point favorites. So do they do themselves a world of good within their own team even to go out there and just shellac that team? Just keep the pedal to the metal the entire time and come out of there with one of those victories that A, everyone forgets about Louisville on Friday night, but B goes, wow, did you see what that team did to that team?
100%. But has Mario ever done that?
No.
I mean,
that's why I wonder if this one, if we can recognize that it's kind of important to win this one.
I think people recognize, and I think,
does
listen, when James Franklin lost, or when he lost his job, I should say, what was one of the main reasons? He was a 20-point favorite 2 weeks in a row and lost. That was like one of the decisions, the first time ever. So you know what? These games, whatever, the line is set and they know stuff that we don't know. But if it's me to get my own team's confidence back up, I'm pedal to the metal, and I don't give a crap if somebody says I'm running up the score. I'm starting from the kickoff, and it can be like Robert Bailey before the Cotton Bowl started. I'm going to run down and knock somebody out on the opening kick, and he did. And that's what you got to do, because what you have to basically show not only this opponent, but the rest of them that are on their schedule, that was a fluke. We didn't play well, and it sucks that it was at home. But you have to basically say, you know what? Don't even think we're going to ever do that again, and don't ever think you're going to have a chance to win the game. And that, I think they have to make that statement, especially starting this week.
But with Carson Beck, that means he's going to throw a lot, and it doesn't seem like he's making great decisions with that ball, Gino. We talked to, who was it, John Michaels earlier in the week, and he was like, it had to be the game plan to get those deep shots because there's no reason for him to continue to throw that ball right into 3 deep. They were sitting back. They were giving you underneath. Like, what did you see out of Carson Beck with him throwing those 4 picks? The last one, like you're saying, the last one was just a bad decision. But those 3 jump balls, why would he even let that go?
Well, I would say, and I told you at the Florida game, I thought he was tentative throwing the ball, and I still think he's tentative throwing the ball. And I don't know if that's a confidence issue. I don't know if it's it seemed like once he made one mistake, it kind of led to, he wasn't the most confident in the world, in the world, and Channing, I think as a quarterback, the best quarterbacks have the shortest memory. And the one thing when I'm watching, and I told you, hey man, if I threw a pick, your face is on TV. You're the quarterback of Miami. And all my mom used to say was, stop saying the F word right after an interception walking off the field. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see, hey, I'm pissed at myself from Carson Beck and move on. And I didn't see that in 4 picks because he really threw more than 4 picks because there was I would say kind of a ticky-tack roughing the passer call where he got one of them back. But maybe throwing into traffic, but you know what? If I'm going to throw into traffic, goddamn, throw the ball.
Yeah, say it. No, don't say it.
I'm firing that damn thing.
Now you know why his mom was yelling at him when he was coming out of the huddle, because you see how fired up.
That's what I mean. That's
talking about interceptions.
That's what I didn't see. And I think, listen, Shannon Dawson, I think, is one of the best OCs out there in college football. I think he puts together great game plans. I think that at times it looks more conservative. I don't know if that's generally his nature to be that conservative, but it's how the head coach, wants the game and wants it to be run. But I think they were offensively, there was plays to be got, and they didn't get them. And I think that that's where it's critically important for them this week to get back on the deck and literally show the rest of those teams, hey, you know what? That was a fluke. You know what? Hey, we messed up. We didn't come out 100%.
Let's put up 100 on stage.
Yeah, and in college football, man, with the transfer portal, hell, Jenny, did Vanderbilt ever score on you when you were at Florida? No. I mean, bro, they're top 10. And they just beat LSU, and they might be Missouri this weekend. It's just, college football is totally different now, and everybody can get you on a weekend. And if you're not up for it, and if you're not prepared for it to give your best effort, you're probably going to lose. And to me, the best teams, Alabama's one of the best teams, Ohio State, if they don't have their A game and they still beat you, that's a great team in college football right now.
Gino Torretta, he joins us every Thursday, courtesy of the local 519.
You almost got me. How does that work with the
we'd have dumped you. The YouTube streamers would have seen it, but we'd have dumped you over the air. You were fired up.
Do you still have to get dumped? Do you still have to get dumped on the air now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, who knows how long that'll last, but yeah, for sure. With all the changes in how America does business, you can count on one thing: the union-trained plumbers of the Local 519. Join a winning team today with Local 519 Plumbers Union, a proven path to a strong career. Visit plumbers519.com. Gino, a pleasure as always. Go watch.
I'm curious on the basketball news. Channing, what do you think about it? I mean, now they're letting November 1st, apparently now college players can bet on professional games.
Can bet on professional sports.
NBA.
Yeah. No, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that developing into a problem. Can you? I don't see why. What's the issue?
I don't see any problem in it. I mean, those buildings are all built on winners out there in Las Vegas.
18-year-olds with $1 million of NIL money and a gambling app. I just don't know if it's the smartest thing in the world.
I mean, back in your day, Gino, you couldn't even accept a free beer at the tavern.
Maybe I could.
Packing his own beers at the tavern. All right, we'll see you, Gino.
See you guys.
There you go. Gino Torretta, the Heisman Trophy winner. Let me talk about Atlantic Men's Clinic. I've mentioned again and again, I'm a believer, and you got another summer over now. Maybe you notice your energy is lower and your workouts aren't as productive and you're not sleeping as well as you used to. You feel that brain fog. Maybe even your sex drive is off. If you're experiencing some or all of those symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. Call Atlantic Men's Clinic today. Get treated for that low T. Living with low T is no way to live. And I'm speaking from experience, by the way. I can attest to the difference. 55-year-old Mark Hochman was not feeling like 35-year-old Mark Hochman. And that's why I love Atlantic Men's Clinic, because they're the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. So if you're like the many men who are low T, Within just a few weeks, you're going to feel your energy return, the brain fog go away, your sleep improve, your workouts improve, your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. Go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Take the low T quiz right there on the website. Takes like a minute. And then schedule a consult if you want. They do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes. A Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options. Atlantic Men's Clinic. Most men wait a year longer. Don't wait. There's 7 locations now in South Florida, including their new office in Hollywood. So call them at 877-455-7300. It's 877-455-7300 or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I'm going to flip your chair over if I wasn't in this wheelchair.
Today.
So, Rock the Ocean's iconic music festival, Tortuga, returns to Fort Lauderdale Beach next April with Post Malone, Riley Green, Kenny Chesney, and more. We're giving you a chance to win 3-day passes for you and a friend. If you want to enter, go to WQAM.com, click on contests, and you can register right there. There's so much going on in the world of sports. Obviously, everyone is talking about the Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier story. I see it's up on ESPN right now. So Rozier was arrested in Orlando this morning, where the Heat stayed there that last night. They didn't fly home last night, and they stayed there. I can't imagine that knock on the door feels great, because based on what the lawyer said in the press release, he wasn't even being investigated anymore. They thought this seems to be have been kept very close to the vest, and we'll have to see how it plays out. I'm not certain I believe anything until I see how this thing plays out.
I just hope Pelle Larson was his roommate.
Do they have roommates? I don't think it's a 53-man roster.
Hey, Pelle, it's for you.
I don't think it's 2 queen beds at the Bonvoy.
Who is that? It's for you, bro.
15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored is brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions in 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. So CBSSports.com did NFL power rankings, NFL quarterback power rankings.
Ooh.
And I always think it's a pretty good tale of what the team is like if you know where their quarterback is ranked.
Remember, they had them 28, the Dolphins
team.
And we were arguing all summer. Sometimes they're right
How many
on.
quarterbacks do you think are ranked lower than Tua Tagovailoa on CBSSports.com?
Power rankings, right?
These are
I just want to make sure power
These
rankings.
are current power rankings, and it's obviously quarterbacks who are playing.
4.
1.
3. There are 3 quarterbacks ranked lower than Tua. The 3 are Geno Smith, who's having a terrible season.
Yeah.
Cam Ward, who's having a terrible season. I'm not telling you I wouldn't want him over Tua, but they are having a terrible season. Yeah. He hasn't looked great. He's had some moments. He's actually probably had more moments than Tua, like positive moments.
Yeah, that throw across his body when they won that one game they won.
The one Tua moment I can think of is that really long touchdown to Jalen Waddle. That wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
It was underthrown.
Yeah. But he threw a game-winning touchdown pass, and the defense blew it in Carolina. I mean, you have to give him credit for that.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, like, a marquee play where you're like, that play was great. Where, like, that Cam Ward pass where he's running the other way, like
that was the worst. That wasn't the best pass in the world either. That was some bad defense.
Bad decision. Great pass.
Great result.
Yeah.
And the only other quarterback worse than Tua. You want to guess?
Yeah, Justin Fields.
No, although Tyrod Taylor is ranked above Tua, and I believe it's because Tyrod is playing. I don't think Justin Fields played last week.
Well, what's his name? The Jets head coach refuses to announce who's going to start for them at quarterback.
But Tyrod started last week.
No, Justin Fields got benched last week, and Tyrod Taylor came in
finished,
the game.
Yeah. I don't know. Fields was my guy. He was one of the guys I thought of was Fields.
Dylan Gabriel. The quarterback that beat you on Sunday.
That's a sad list to be a part of.
That is a sad list. You want to guess who the number 1 quarterback is, according to CBS?
The man in Kansas City.
It is not.
What?
It is not.
I can't be Josh.
It's Josh Allen.
Oh, they just got whooped a couple
I know.
times.
I would make the argument for me,
list.
Mahomes, but it goes Allen, Mahomes, Goff. 1, 2, 3.
God, he got outperformed by Drake May, and then he lost to the Falcons on Monday Night Football.
Drake May is ranked 9th in the league.
Stafford's up there.
Stafford is 6.
Yeah, what did you say Mahomes was?
2.
2?
Stafford is the example of a quarterback that doesn't run a lick, but can ball out.
Yeah.
But there's few and far between.
Speaking of, what is the Tua rushing over? Has it been posted yet? Because it had not been posted throughout this week.
I was going to tell you your 6 Tua marquee moments of the year are him running
That's true.
and hitting the rushing over.
I ain't lying. I love that, man. Let's see. Dolphins, 7.5 point. It was up to 8 yesterday. It's 7.5 point dogs. Today, rushing. No, I don't have it yet. They've got, I told you yesterday, Bijan, 90.5. Devon Achane is at 63.5. Ollie Gordon's at 15.5. That seems like triple what he's been getting, but maybe I'm just not paying attention to junk time at the end.
I brought it up because I watched a little snippet of a press conference where he's not changing the roster. He's not changing any of that. The offensive approach, more run heavy. He said something about run pass ratio, maybe getting Ollie in more. But to your point, what about some more bootlegs, some more rollout, some more movement out of Tua? He can't see over the line. Put this little small bastard outside so there's no line in front of him. Like, it's kind of coming together.
The thing is, Omar told us the other day, Tua is a play-action quarterback. And I think there's an element to that that's super true. You got to set up the run first. Dolphins can't set up the run. So now even if they have somebody in motion, they're like, they're not giving the ball to that guy. We know they're not.
Yeah.
So it's so one-dimensional. Hey, don't let them run the ball with Devon Achane. And if he's not in the backfield, don't even worry about it. Just make sure Tua can throw down the field.
Yeah. That's actually game preparation when you play bad running teams. Playing linebacker, the coach would be like, don't bite on any run fakes. Just look at the quarterback. If he doesn't have the ball, now go find the running back. He's not going to be just wide open.
We'll be able to withstand the 2 times they run it.
Let him get those 4 yards on these couple times they run. Yeah.
Headlines brought to you by Durrell Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Kia or DurrellKia.com.
Man, there's so much to get to. The Heat, they did lose last night. Looked, honestly, very, very good. A lot better than we expected, especially, bro, that first quarter. I mean, the Heat starting a game with 23 points in the first 5 minutes, starting 5 of 6 from 3. Could you imagine Davion Mitchell knocking in threes, Niko Jovic knocking in 3? Didn't do much after that. But the first quarter for the Miami Heat, it was a Heat team you've never seen before playing. Their play style is insane. They lost. Not happy about it, but they lost. Some of the performances in the NBA last night. You mentioned Victor Wembanyama to start the show. 40, 15, 6, and 3.
Wild.
Should we lock him in for MVP right now?
Well, he's obviously the odds-on favorite, but I've got Zion at plus 15,000, and he hit the over, right? Didn't he have like 24, 28 points, something like that, Zion?
I don't think he had
23. I looked because I knew you were coming with some Zion foolishness today.
They lost to Memphis.
It was close at the end, though.
Yeah.
It was a one-possession game with under a minute to go.
How about the Knicks beating Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland's without Darius Garland right now, so.
What then? Spider scored like 21 in the third or something. He went crazy in a little stretch.
I'm telling you, man, some of the performance yesterday, Giannis at 37, Anthony Edwards at 41. You'll like this one, Hoch. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine combined for 59 points. The Kings still lost to the Suns.
Who cares?
Get him, DeMar.
Who cares?
You guys see in Philadelphia, VJ Edgecombe,
holy
first-round pick, broke multiple records yesterday.
Did you see how many he ended with?
No.
Rookie debut with the Sixers. He had 14 points in the first quarter, which broke a record LeBron James held for the most points in a debut by a rookie in the first quarter. 34 points, 7 rebounds, shot 13 of 26 from the field, 5 of 13 from beyond the arc. His 34 points were the most scored in an NBA debut since 1974 and the third most all time.
Crazy debut. A crazy debut.
And the record is like Wilt Chamberlain playing against a bunch of plumbers in 1961.
I also saw a video of Joel Embiid in the paint, and he can't jump anymore. He can't, like, literally, he puts his arm out, and he's tall, but that's it. He can't jump.
Come on over
he
here,
has
fella.
no knees.
Yeah, he's on the downswing of his career. We'll put it that way.
SGA is plus 180 He's the favorite to win MVP. Wemby's plus 275.
Feels like that's a good price.
Which is same odds as Nikola Jokic at plus 275.
You want to guess what the line is for Heat Grizzlies tomorrow night?
At home.
In Memphis.
Oh, when do they play at home? Next
Sunday.
Sunday. That's the game I'm going to.
You're going to that game?
I'm trying to.
No.
I'm no. Oh, Memphis, 4-point favorites.
No, I'll say it's probably what it was opening night, 7.5.
No, it's 5.
They only lost by 4 to the Magic.
Over under Norman Powell.
21.
21.5.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
17.
19.5.
Oh.
This will be a high scoring game.
Terry
Memphis.
Rozier, 3 to 5 years.
You ain't worth a damn.
I didn't feel good about that joke.
Oh.
Terry Rozier, time served.
They get $26 million back if he gets convicted or something. I saw that.
Be funny if they testify against him.
Saw him on his phone at halftime.
Tell you
once.
what, this guy always had questions about him.
What can they do? Like, I keep reading it. What can they do something with that money now? The season started.
Not yet, but they're gonna void
You would imagine
all that stuff. That's not going to count a dime against them. They're going to get it back.
Now they can. Now it's in the trade talks, trade deadline stuff. Hey, we might got action.
Well, trade for who?
I don't know, but some.
Oh,
action.
I thought you were suggesting they trade Terry Rozier.
No.
Who's trading for him? Rikers?
You might not have to move as many pieces if you get $26 million
Correct,
back, and you
correct.
and bring in some. You know, we need.
Correct. I don't know what the machinations on that would be.
No, I mean, if his contract gets voided, obviously huge news for the Miami Heat. I mean, you're well below the salary
But
cap.
in other words, can you use that 20? You know how you have to match contracts? Does the 23 apply to, you know what I'm saying?
Like, do you just all of a sudden now you're flexible with $26 more million?
Well, in other words, could you trade a $20 million contract for a $46 or $43 million contract and just throw in?
But all that is confusing now with the aprons, because teams that operate above the first apron, in the first apron, can't receive more salary than they're sending out. But if you're under the luxury tax in the first apron, you can receive more salary coming in. But to your point, I don't know if it's just as simple as, hey, Terry Rozier, we're voiding his contract because he's been indicted by the FBI or convicted by the FBI. Congrats, you have $26 million at your service now.
Well,
I don't know.
I think you'd have it to sign free agents, but I don't think you'd be able to utilize it against other salaries to bring someone in.
That's interesting.
But against other salaries, I mean, I don't see what you mean. If teams are above the first apron and you're trading, if in a trade scenario, the Heat would still have to trade somebody. And if the Heat are not a luxury tax team right now, it's why they waived Precious Achiuwa. They don't want to be a repeater tax team, because if you do it 4 out of 5 years, the penalties are extremely harsh now in the NBA. They're operating below the salary or the luxury tax. They can receive more money back than they're sending out. So even if they're trading with teams, most teams are operating in that first apron, the Heat are sending less salary. It works.
Interesting.
And Miami has more leeway now because they would have more cap space. But I just don't know if it's that simple, where the NBA says, okay, Terry Rozier's contract off the books starting now before the trade deadline. You have $26.5 more million in cap space. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's precedent for this in the NBA. I guess Jonte Porter, but like, he was making peanuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sign Asia Wilson.
Call Jimmy. Can you call Bobby Marks? Just ask him about the machinations. Thank you.
VJ Edgecombe. Did you know him?
They got drafted.
Yeah, but I did not know him.
Did you know him?
I didn't.
But yeah, I mean, VJ Edgecombe.
You didn't know
Where
VJ
did he play?
Edgecombe.
With the Sixers last
No.
night.
No, don't look it up now, Jay. No.
Oh, look at him typing in.
No, he's looking at it. He's looking at it. You're such a fraud. You are such a fraud.
From the Bahamas.
I love how he thinks he's going to stall. He's like,
Baylor.
you mean, where did he play college? All of a sudden, he's Ray Charles at the beginning. You are such
You've
a
never heard of
fraud.
BJ Edgecombe in your life.
Baylor. The Bears.
You're looking at it.
From the Bahamas.
Why can't you say, no, I hadn't heard of him?
I've been
You
reading
think
Jeff
that-
Fox's
you
tweets.
Think, you think we're going to care?
Jeff Fox has been tweeting about him or posting on Facebook from the Bahamas.
Unbelievable. You are a fraud. You should go to jail.
Solana Rozier.
The Chauncey Billups stuff, I shouldn't say the Chauncey Billups stuff. Damon Jones is involved in this as well. But some of the details from the FBI investigation into that side of today's
The poker.
findings out, the poker
yeah.
situation is genuinely some of the most interesting, fascinating things ever. The FBI says defendants utilized cheating technologies, poker chip trays that read cards through hidden cameras, special contact lenses and glasses that could read marked cards, and X-ray poker tables that could read cards face downs. Marked cards.
Oh, they said barked cards.
I thought he said park cars. I was like,
There's
what?
no way you said marked cards.
Read
There's
park
about
cars.
5 things you may have said. None of them were marked cards.
The FBI says that the defendants robbed a victim at gunpoint to acquire a rigged shuffling machine. This is literally straight out of The Sopranos.
No, this is movie stuff. It is wild. Who knew that there were glasses that would even do something like that? But even better, contact lenses. Because I guess glasses, you go, hey, I've seen you coach for years, Chauncey. All of a sudden, he's got these big giant glasses on. You're like, Chaunce, I've never seen, but contact lenses. I mean, brilliant.
I'm going on the positive side of this. What if they were doing the cheating and they just said, Chauncey, we'll give you some money to bring some rich people to gamble in our casino?
Sure. That could happen.
That's what I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping Chauncey wasn't messing people over.
He's not the brain trust behind this operation. I mean, Chauncey Billups isn't the ringleader of the...
I think it's probably exactly what Crowder says, because it wouldn't make any sense. He's made so much money in his NBA career. Again, you don't know what anybody's done with their money. You can lose money as quickly as you can make money. But it's hard for me to believe that they approached Chauncey Billups and said, how would you like to wear contact lenses that see through cards and you'll win a lot of money and you'll share the winnings with it? Like, that just seems like, I don't know, bad use of your time. Like just have them there to get the guys in.
It seems like Damon Jones, who is responsible for the Miami Heat losing Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, which is why I have no problem with him serving time.
Damon Jones is so great. I love Damon
You want to
Jones.
talk about somebody deserving time? Go watch Game 7 at the Kaseya Center Eastern Conference Finals. Damon Jones blew that game. It seems like he invites Chauncey. This is how I pictured it in my mind. He invites Chauncey Billups to come play these poker games, and people, high rollers, are coming in with the idea they're playing with Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups, former NBA players, current NBA coaches, and the whole thing is a ploy behind the scenes by the people setting up the game to steal money and to cheat the game.
Why is Chauncey arrested?
You don't know yet.
I was going to say, because I've been paid to be at a casino before. Like, they've paid me an appearance fee. It wasn't $50,000, but I got a couple grand to be at a casino. I don't know what the casino's doing with those cards or sunglasses or tables.
All that stuff obviously is what comes out in a trial. If you're an unwitting pawn, you're an unwitting pawn. If you're not an unwitting pawn, it could be something like, hey, if you can get some high rollers in here, that's what we're looking for. We're going to kick back to you X amount of dollars for whatever the rake is that night. And that you may not know the extent of how they're being cheated, but you're in on the ruse.
Yeah.
It's why the Terry Rozier thing, you read the statement from his lawyers. It is, again, this is all alleged and they're indicted. They're being arrested, but they're not being booked here, right? Like it's not
right. There's still a trial.
There's still a trial. But if they can prove some of the stuff on Terry, again, alleged, but is damning, that he told these defendants, the guys that the FBI has been watching for the past 4 years, hey, I'm leaving this game early on March 23rd, 2023. And then they're alleging that after the game, the guys cashed in thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in profits, and they counted it at Terry's home. If they can prove that, like,
then you're dead to rights. Yeah.
you can't just say I'm.
But the other side of the
bystander.
story, which is something that we had talked about before they all got arrested, was if Terry Rozier is talking to the trainer and he says, "I don't think I can go tonight. I'm going to give it a shot, but I'm not feeling like I'm going to be able to be competitive out there." If the trainer then calls a friend of his and says, "Hey, I don't think Rozier is going to last but 3-4 minutes in this game," and then that person calls someone, well, in that scenario, Terry Rozier is an unwitting pawn in a, an investigation that has a lot of tentacles to it.
Yeah.
But if it's not that, if it's, hey, I'm coming out after 6 minutes, do with that info what you want, like, well, then you're participating. But again, the trial is where you'll hear everything.
Yeah. And then everybody counted their money at Terry's house. Come on.
And we didn't. I count.
We used to go over there after the show.
Do you
on
remember how
Fridays.
many times we go, hey, T Road, where's that counting room? All right. Anything else in the headlines? DBJ is going to join us.
You were making $200,000, huh?
Not at his house. I was counting it slow.
Before I get to weather, Messi signs a contract extension with Inter Miami. They post a picture of him at Miami Freedom Park. And yes, they're asking you to buy season tickets. No surprise there. Through 2028. Panthers play tonight as well. Heat at Memphis tomorrow. Panthers play the Penguins at Amerant Bank Arena. Right now in South Florida, as we get to weather, nice and sunny. It's about 85 degrees tonight. The lows will be in the low 70s. That is brought to you by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Don Bailey Jr. in the next segment. So my guy, Party Peter from Perfect Choice Roofing, was just here. We all got to spend a little time with him, and he got to talk to us about roofing and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. He's a super nice guy. I've mentioned this on the air a number of times. If your home needs a new roof or just a repair, my guy, Party Peter at Perfect Choice Roofing has you covered. So just remember the website, roofhotline.com. And he was even saying to us, like, that's where people learn about him. So go there. You want to learn about getting a new roof? Roofhotline.com. You want to learn about getting a roof repair? Roofhotline.com. Perfect Choice Roofing offers instant range estimating, so you can get a price range of your roof within 30 seconds, and you could see different roof options at the same time. And again, all you have to do is start at roofhotline.com. Hopefully you don't need an entire new roof. I've done that twice in the last 20 years. I hope you don't. If you do, Party Peter and Perfect Choice Roofing, roofhotline.com. Maybe you just need some repairs, though. Sometimes a shingle goes bad, a few shingles go bad. Pressure cleaning company knocks some shingles or roofing tiles off, and then all of a sudden you have a potential problem on your hands. Don't let it become a major problem. You take care of it now by starting at roofhotline.com. Party Peter and roofhotline.com have you covered. There is no job they can't do. If you're looking for a reliable company, and why wouldn't you be, that offers the best manufacturer warranty, like a 30-year warranty, contact Perfect Choice Roofing at roofhotline.com. And Party Peter is a nice, honest guy. That's the kind of guy you want to do business with, certainly when it's a big project like a roof. So again, whether it's an entire new roof or just a repair, Party Peter and Perfect Choice Roofing have you covered. Visit the website right now. It's roofhotline.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I'm just saying that I'm Hoch. We talk Tua. Hoch Tua.
Some road debris to watch out for in Miami-Dade. This traffic report is brought to you by Moderna. Traveling I-195 eastbound at Biscayne Boulevard. It's affecting 2 right lanes. Be careful as you approach. That's traffic. I'm Elia Escobar on FM 104.3 WQAM, and listen on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Don Bailey Jr. joining us on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Before we talk football, I remind you the best place to get geared up with Canes merch is Caneswear in Davie or online at caneswear.com. DBJ will be on the call Saturday night, Canes and Stanford. The pregame kicks off at 3 p.m. You got Danny Rabinowitz, Hollywood, and Brian Monroe, and a cast of thousands. And then Joe Zagacki, Don Bailey Jr. will be on the call along with Josh Darrow, and that begins at 7 p.m. right here on 104.3 FM WQAM. DBJ, what happened Friday night? Because the Canes looked shell-shocked at the beginning of the game. They were never seemingly able to recover, and it just kind of went south.
I think you described it.
Well, thank you for joining us, DBJ. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next week.
No, listen, you get behind 14 points immediately, and it affects everything, in my opinion. And the good news is, I guess, if there's such a thing in a loss, is they battled back and put themselves in a position to win. And when you look at what happened with the 2 touchdowns early, it's unfortunate Miami was not able to put a drive together in between those 2 touchdowns. I think it would have helped the causes, but at the same time, that defense forced 4 punts in a row after those first 2 scores. So they settled down and got it figured out. And at the end of the day, listen, we can talk about it and dissect it. You're not going to win a football game. Ask the Miami Dolphins. They did the same thing. If you give the ball away 4 times and you got more penalties than the other team, that's really 4 lost possessions like that is very difficult to overcome.
DBJ, were you surprised how just game plan, blitzing, interception, turnover? Louisville looked like they belonged on the field with the Canes, and a lot of these teams they played this year didn't look equal to them talent-wise.
You know what, Channing? I was not surprised, because when I was getting ready to do this game, you go back to the first time you played Louisville with Brom would have been 2.5 years ago or 3 seasons ago, however you want to look at it. They came to Hard Rock. It was a close game, high-scoring game, and they won. Last year, Miami goes up there, high-scoring game, and Miami won. It was a 1-score game. And I looked at their record, and they have 1 loss. It's a overtime loss to Virginia the week before the Miami game, and they beat everybody else. And when I watched them, they're a damn good football team. I mean, I saw the receiver that had success against Miami have success against everybody. I saw their defense, which played lights out and made, the best plays of some of their careers against Miami. I saw them play very good football. And, we joked about the trap game being USF or however we were. This really worked out to be a game to where this team, meaning Louisville, they should have come in ranked 18th or 15th or 16th because, they're really a 1-loss team against Virginia in overtime. And they were a field goal away from being undefeated. And I thought they were a very good football team. Did I think Miami would win? I thought Miami absolutely was capable of winning the football game. But if Miami turns it over 4 times against Stanford, On Saturday, they will lose. If they do it against SMU, they will lose. If they do it the following week, they will lose. There's no way to overcome that, and then you compound it with the penalties. It just makes it very difficult.
DBJ, not only the turnovers, but the lack of run game. And I know it kind of factors into what you're saying there about, who's on the field and who they're playing against, the opponent stepping up. But it does look at times like Miami is trying to run the same run plays right up the middle time and time again. And over the last 2 games, it hasn't led to the type of success we saw in the first couple where Miami just dominated on the ground. Do you anticipate any changes, types of runs, the personnel on the field to try to get that run game going, especially against a Stanford team that Miami should have their way with?
Well, let me correct you. Stanford plays the run as good as anybody that Miami's played. So let's not go into that game thinking that they don't play the run very good, because they do. They play it. They're very good against the run. They're very powerful, especially the defensive tackle spot. But if you go back to the Florida State game where, quote unquote, Miami didn't run the football the way that they wanted to, they didn't. But they threw the hell out of it and did whatever they wanted through the air. So normally, if they take away the pass, the run will be there. If they take away the run, the pass will be there. That's normally the way it is. My belief is that when you look at the game, and Louisville came in and they were determined to stop the run against Miami, so the pass should have been there. How I saw the game was there were numerous opportunities to throw that football underneath. Well, on 2 of the interceptions, there were 3 other choices that were easier throws. That's something that Carson Beck has done phenomenally for the beginning of the season. And he just didn't take the check down. If he would have taken the check down, it would have absolutely changed the course of the game. But also, when you talk about the run game, you got to talk about the penalty. Because if it's first down and you get 4 yards, that's what you want to get. It's now 2nd and 6. But if you have a 15-yard penalty, it's 21 yards to go. So now you're taken out of your run game because of those penalties as well. No one's going to run the football, and you become with a 2nd and 21 or a 2nd and 15, it becomes far more predictable of what's going on. It turns into a pass down. So it's a vicious cycle in my mind that happens when you have those penalties and you get behind the chains, and it makes it far more difficult. You're sitting with a guy that made a whole lot of money playing defense, and their whole thing is to get them in 2nd and 3rd and long, and then everybody becomes predictable. Isn't that about right, Channing?
Yep.
Everything about making a whole lot of money, except making a whole lot of money.
He made money, man. He made a lot of money.
That was the only part I'll take issue with.
DBJ, does Carson Beck get, after a 4-interception game, a little gun shy? Like you're saying, Stanford can stop the run, so they're going to have to pass it. But I throw 4 interceptions. I'm not throwing jump balls anymore. I'm going to be hesitant to throw another jump ball in the next game.
So this is the God's truth. This morning, when I was doing my prep work for the game, I'm looking at this, and I went back and watched the game a couple, different parts of it a couple different times. Here's the impressive thing about Carson Beck in my mind in that game. And you got to remember, I talked to him 5 minutes after he got in the locker room, after Coach Cristobal addressed him. I was impressed that he never backed down after the pick. He never got gun shy. I wish he would have a little bit, right? I wish he would have taken an easier throw. But the young man never, ever, ever backed down. And I think that's a great trait. Now, I think you got to fix the problem and create an understanding of where to go. Instead of looking for the big ball, go for the check down, which he did. When he does that, that's the best thing he does in his career. If you look at him, he does that as well as anybody. When you search for that long ball or that jump ball, a lot of times bad things happen. And I think he's going to come out, and I think he will certainly look for the check down. He'll certainly go through his progressions and take the first open instead of waiting for the long ball or the 50-50 ball.
All right, here we go, DBJ. And again, Don Bailey Jr. will be on the call Saturday night, this very radio station, along with Joe Zagacki, UM, and Stanford, right here on 104.3 FM WQAM. We're going to give you 2 new lines and one that we gave you last week that we still want you to put into the broadcast, all right?
Perfect.
All right. Are you familiar with Kenan Thompson?
Maybe if I hear it.
Well, he's a funny man. He's a funny man. I didn't call him a comedian. He's a funny man.
Funny man.
He's on Saturday Night Live. He's been on SNL for 23 straight years.
I guess I should be familiar with him.
That was my point when we had the conversation earlier this week, that Kenan Thompson, for whatever reason, does not have the level of fame that he should. Are you familiar with the movie or the old TV show Good Burger?
No,
a little bit beyond your time. It's beyond my time.
Yeah.
So
beyond my time.
here is
This isn't even Kenan Thompson, though.
This is Kel?
This is Kel.
all right. So this is the line from the reason we got on this line is because we were talking about Kenan Thompson, who had a show on Nickelodeon, Kenan and Kel. Good Burger became a movie. Kel, nowhere near as famous as Kenan. But Kenan, you don't even recognize the name, which, again, goes back to the conversation we had earlier this week, but I don't want to relitigate that. But here is, if you were to walk into Good Burger, here's what you might hear.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
I haven't heard it, but I like it.
All right. That's you could pull that line off during the game.
Oh, that's an easy.
Yeah.
I don't even need permission for that line.
Right, just do it. You familiar with this? You familiar with 6'7"?
6'7"?
6'7". It's kind of, you on TikTok, DBJ?
No, I thought 6'7" was a new strip club. I had no idea what you were talking about with 6'7".
If you find it, DBJ, I'm coming with you.
Here's play whatever you have here, Jimmy. 6'7". I saw a write-up in the Washington Post about how each age group can identify 6'7". And the one that resonated with me was from the 90s. You remember Rob Schneider used to go, making copies.
I remember that.
Remember that from SNL, making copies. That's the cadence. 6'7".
Okay, and where's 6'7" fit in your life?
And you got to make your hands move up and down like, either way, either or. 6'7".
Your cadence.
7.
No.
I'm trying to do the making copies for him,
but it's not the right form. Like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it the
go
right
ahead.
way.
Give it to us, youngster.
6'7".
6'7".
No, 6'7".
It's the same thing I'm doing.
6'7".
It's exactly the same thing.
It's exactly the same thing.
It couldn't be further.
This is what I deal with on a daily basis, DBJ.
Lano, you're tone deaf.
He is tone deaf. He's colorblind. He has a lot of issues. You think you can work that in? It'll go viral, DBJ.
Well, look, it's touchdown 6, extra point 7. 6'7".
There you go. That's the angle. You know what, Joe? They're down just a touchdown here. You get the tutty, and then you get the extra point. 6'7".
6'7".
Exactly what we're all doing. We're gonna. And exactly what we're doing. And then finally, we gave you this one last week. This is Papa Roach. The song is Last Resort.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
I like it. I'm going to give it a shot. That's all I can tell you.
Just do that with the same kind of ferocity that Papa Roach does it in the song, okay?
Now, did you get the one I did?
Yes.
You know, I did one.
You did, and we just found it. So you did the Dr. Dre Eminem song, right?
Yes.
Do you have that, Jimmy? Let's hear what you did. It was what's the line? Y'all know me.
Yeah, y'all know me. Still the same OG.
Okay, let's hear.
But I've been low key. He didn't. You will hear it.
All right, let's hear what DBJ did.
Fourth quarter, 7:42. Louisville turns the ball over. Miami's got it at the Cardinal 12. Round in the backfield. Beck goes under center. Ruckemeyer sends it back to Beck. It's a reverse for Tony. He goes left side. At the 10. At the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Malachi Tony. And the Hurricanes have a heartbeat. They're alive and kicking. Miami with some huff and puff. It's 24-19.
When you need a play, you give it to your playmaker, and that is Malachi Tony. Y'all know me, still the same Keith.
That was good. That was good, man. That was good, DBJ. And I didn't think you'd get any in during that game because they never led.
Well, I can't let you guys down. I can't lose. I can't lose there and then lose here. I can't be 0 for 2 in a week. Come on.
We gave you 3 good ones for Saturday. Have a good broadcast, DBJ.
Thanks, guys.
There you go, Don Bailey Jr. You will hear the game Saturday night right here. Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got HD TVs throughout the club, VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, and the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. Cheetah Pompano has an amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. Happy hour specials till 6. That gourmet lunch for free, legit, no joke. You order off the menu. It's not like they just slap some food out on a table. You order off the menu. They have daily specials. It is a great lunch. And then, of course, you've got college and pro football. What's better than that? Girls and beer. Every Sunday and Monday night, enjoy hundreds of beautiful exotic referee and cheerleader adult entertainers at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Watch all the games live while you enjoy the coldest beer in town. Cheetah Pompano and Cheetah Palm Beach are having their Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun party Wednesday, October 29th. There will be a $250 cash prize for the costume contest, gold VIP card giveaways, a spooktacular free lunch from 11:30 till 3, and you receive free admission if you wear a costume that day. That is Wednesday, October 29th, Cheetah Pompano and Cheetah Palm Beach. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I don't think you could offer me any money for my dog. I love my dog.
I got 100,000 cash.
Take them.
Traffic starting to stack up in Miami-Dade. This traffic report is brought to you by
Jimmy, if you don't play some Weird Al Yankovic today, I'm going to be very angry. Weird Al Yankovic is celebrating his 66th birthday today, and I've waited for 2 hours to hear a damn Weird Al song, and I have yet to hear one.
Isn't it Yankovic?
No.
I think it is.
You enjoyed him?
Weird Al?
Yeah.
So I did back in the 80s because it was so, again, I go back to like stuff that was funny in the 80s isn't funny today because there's just more funniness. And it's like, you ever watch, like, I watch these old Johnny Carson reruns, and it's like a comedian would come out and just awful, unfunny stuff, and the crowd would go crazy. There was no one doing what Weird Al did. And I don't know, like, but now, like, you can find, if you like a song, you can find a remix, a mashup, a version. Like, all you have to do is go to YouTube. You'll find something different about that song. And so Weird Al, for me, yeah, I liked it. You know, I was a music guy.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, what is his take on Madonna's Like a Virgin? Like a Surgeon. That's funny.
Yeah. I would say, because I asked because I recently showed my son Tom Green,
Mm-hmm.
and he was looking at me like I had 3 heads. He was like, why are you laughing?
Tom Green doesn't work anymore.
And I'm watching it. I think it's nostalgic laugh.
Right.
You know, this is the Tom Green show. It's not the Green Tom show. Like, and I'm still laughing because I laughed in the past, but now I'm watching it.
But that back in the day, Tom Green was doing something no one was doing. You know what I mean? Like, just being sarcastic and an idiot, and I don't know.
Like Borat is a nastier Tom Green, but Borat's funny.
Correct, but
a lot
I'm
of
not
people
certain.
don't like Borat.
I'm not certain Borat translates to 2025 because there's so many people who do on the street interviews and gotcha stuff. Like, so Weird Al, for me, like, I lost interest. There are people who still go to see him. Like, he plays pavilions. Like, he sells out 15,000 seat pavilions.
Crazy.
I stopped in the 80s. Like, I don't even know Amish Paradise, and everyone loves Weird Al Yankovic Amish Paradise. I think it's his biggest hit.
That's the only time I've ever heard of Weird Al Yankovic
or Weird Al.
Amish Paradise. It's the only song
I think it might be his biggest hit. It was a big MTV video as well, but that was like beyond my
White and Nerdy. Was that him?
Oh
too?
yeah, White and Nerdy. Yeah. I like the 80s stuff though. My Bologna instead of My Sharona. You have My Bologna back there?
No, we do not.
What do you have there from Weird Al Yankovic? This is how we're breaking down the gambling story.
We have Eat It.
That's all we have?
That's all we have.
We don't have Fat?
No, we don't have Fat.
I don't know none of these songs.
Yeah, he did Michael Jackson Bad. It was Fat. Remember the video? He was in the fat suit. They're in the train station, just like the Bad video. You know, I never saw Michael.
No.
You never saw Weird Al Fat?
I heard this song. You said somebody about this in the video. I've never seen a Weird Al video.
Really? Oh, that was such a treat when MTV would have a Weird Al video.
Are they on YouTube?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You never saw Weird Al Fat?
No.
Oh, you get such a kick out of it because you remember the Bad video, right?
Yes.
He's got the black jumpsuit on. They're in the train station. It's a gang fight, but it's really a dance.
Yeah.
It's a gang dance.
I love old Mike.
Yeah.
Weird Al Yankovic did that?
Weird Al Yankovic. And yes, he did. You think of Sam Jankovic, the old athletic director from the 80s?
I think I'm thinking of Ivana Jovanovic, tennis player.
All right. How would you guys like to know about the new food offerings at the Panthers games?
I'm down.
This is the stuff that interests me more than the gambling story. There are some new concession items. Panthers play tonight, right?
Yes, against the Penguins.
Are they home? No, they're in Pittsburgh. You couldn't remember the name. Oh, no, they are home. You couldn't remember the name of our arena. That one had a rug pull at the end for me because I thought he was trying to figure out what the Pittsburgh arena was. And then he said, the Amerant Bank Arena. Yeah, so they're back home tonight. You can hear the game here, by the way, on 104.3 WQAM. They have some new concession items at the Amerant Bank Arena. Section 119, barbecue ribs and barbecue chicken.
Boned ribs, boned ribs.
Boned ribs
Oh.
and boned chicken.
119. That sounds good to me.
Here's the problem, though. You have to eat that outside of the arena. I mean, the seating area. You'll have to stand at a table.
Why?
Right? Because you don't want to go into your seat, have on your lap a half a slab of ribs, or probably a quarter slab of ribs.
Yeah.
And because I see the picture, it comes with a little piece of sweet corn and
Mm.
coleslaw, baked beans.
Put it in your lap.
You can't enjoy it that way. Like,
Yes, you can. You pick up one rib at a time. You eat it like a corn on the cob.
but you're watching the game, and then what if they score and you want to stand up and cheer?
There's a plate in your lap. You pick it up and you put one hand.
But I got
up.
one hand holding the rib.
You think Chuck cares if you have two or one hand up?
I just think it. I don't. It doesn't work at an arena format
doesn't.
unless you're going to have it. If you're going to the game and you're getting there at 6:00, puck drops at 7, and you want to stand with some friends at one of the circular tables, the little high tops, and do it that way. But I don't think in your seat you can do that.
It's impossible because, first of all, to gnaw on ribs, to eat ribs, you mention it, you eat one rib. There's a lot of time in between rib eating.
Right.
In a frozen place.
Yeah, good point.
By the time you get to the final rib,
Ribsicle.
that thing's basically frozen.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to eat a rib?
I probably average 12 minutes per rib. So a slab takes me a good 2 hours.
You like to really get in there, right?
I want to make sure there is nothing left but marrow.
So I have to eat the rib, and then I have to have a spoon to eat the beans.
Right. That's the whole thing. Again, I'm not bleeping on this because I think it's a good concession item, but you can't bring it in. Hey, you gotta have napkins. This is a whole thing.
Have napkins for a hot dog and napkins for nachos.
Section 110, they have a prime rib carved sandwich now. Remember,
Sandwich is always
they've had the turkey carved sandwich. Now they have a prime rib carved sandwich. At all Coca-Cola concession stands, they have hand-rolled cinnamon sugar or salted pretzels. So I think you had to get a salted pretzel at certain concession stands before. Now, wherever you can get a Coca-Cola, you can also get a hand-rolled cinnamon sugar pretzel.
My favorite pretzel is the pepperoni pizza pretzels.
Ooh,
those are good.
Those are good.
Those
man.
are good.
I think the pretzel is the most underrated in arena item or snack.
Interesting.
I'm not talking about meal. I'm talking about just like, you pick up some candy, you pick up whatever at the Panthers game. The pretzel, people sleep on the pretzel. I'm a big pretzel guy. Sometimes I'll buy it at the Heat game.
I don't think people sleep on the pretzel, though. I think it's a very popular.
People go hot dog before they go pretzel. They'll go the little pizza box from Papa John's.
But those
before
are
they go pretzel.
those are meals.
Are they? Are they? It's more of a snack. It's not a big meal.
Well,
chicken tenders and fries is a meal.
Huh.
You get
popcorn.
You don't choose pizza or pretzel.
Right. You would choose pretzel or popcorn.
Yeah.
Pretzel or peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't choose pizza or hot dog over pretzel.
But people go popcorn over pretzel. They go hot dog over pretzel. They go sometimes candy over pretzel. Cinnamon roasted pecans over pretzel.
Pretzel.
What is wrong with you?
What? You woke up Jimmy with your pretzel. Pretzel. And then sections 115 and 307 now have gluten-free chicken bites. So if you're watching your gluten.
Oh, now don't gluten. Leave gluten alone. Gluten ain't do
Trust me,
nothing to
you'll be on a
nobody.
gluten diet before you know it. You're the,
Hey, man.
you're the king of wacky diets. Trust me, gluten-free is very close to your future.
Have you heard about this collagen peptide? What?
No.
Oh, I'm going to get young. It's age reducing, not age holding, reducing.
Metabolic age?
No, I'm gonna be a teenager here in about 3 months.
Oh, good luck. All right. We're all rooting for you. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
I'd like to run something by Channing Crowder because I'm very upset with Jimmy. I'm very upset with Hoch about something.
What happened?
I got you, brother.
And here's the deal. Jimmy parks like a jackass every day in our parking lot here at the El Portal in the
Not
Citadel.
true.
And very true. Jimmy parks on the line every time. And
All
I
right.
sent a picture 2 days ago to our group chat, and I said, Jimmy, what the hell? It's
All
the
right.
only parking spot available at a high traffic time around noon. And I've got to really try to get into my spot now because Jimmy's entire tire's on the line. Today, Hoch sends us a picture of his parking. He claims I'm a parking Nazi, and he says, Solana, F off. And he parked on the line. And I thought it was for the bit.
Well, no, it was not intentional. I parked, thought I was between the lines, wasn't, noticed it, took a picture, came upstairs.
Why didn't you move?
Why would I?
Courtesy.
Nah, I'm fine.
I hate that park because if you park crooked, then the next person has to park crooked, and everybody's crooked.
Everything was
We need some
fine.
structure in this world.
Everything was fine.
It's not hard. Park in between the lines. Well, don't do that because your license plate is visible.
All right.
That's why I didn't get the picture. But I mean, we're not just talking about a little tiny
I
sliver.
saw the picture.
No,
all
I
the
mean
way over.
his tire is in the middle of the two lines of the square.
Well, Jimmy drives sitting on the phone book, so I can see him, but
How do you think I drive,
and they
man?
have the bumper line, the two lines, the bumper line.
It's got two lines. He's in between both.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to line it up in between the lines.
That is the door space.
No. That's in between. Get in between one of the lines.
But what about the line on the other side?
Huh?
That's ridiculous, Hawk.
What are you talking
It's
about?
embarrassing.
That's
Fine.
ridiculous.
It's embarrassing. Imagine somebody listens to the show, sees him getting into his car, and he parked that way.
Pour some Coke on his hood. He'll stop.
I've left people notes in the Citadel parking lot. I'm not even kidding. I couldn't get out of my driver's side door one time
lose some
because
Hey,
people
fatty.
like Hoch.
Fatty. Hey.
Because people like Hoch park like douchebags.
Yeah.
Fix yourself.
All right. Well, you
That's
park better.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I agree. Park better.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I parked fine today.
You know what I get caught doing? I won't just let the door fly open and slap the other car. But if it's closed, I'll lay my door on the car next to me to get out.
Oh, that's rude.
For sure.
Sometimes people are inside. Then they want to give you that ugly look out the driver's side.
Yeah,
But
that's rude.
not bloom, just
Don't touch your door to another person's
just
car.
a light lay. Not even a tap, it's a lay.
Park better.
No.
Park
Yeah.
better.
I love tap.
I park fine. I
I
parked. I got out of my car, came upstairs. It was delightful.
I have a huge truck right in the middle every time.
No chance.
Hawk, you drive you have a truck, but it's a little leaky.
I can put it
what
right
is
between the two
Cadillac?
lines. That's what you're supposed to do.
You don't know how to drive. You've been
You know
driving.
how to kick a field goal? Boop. Put it right between the goalposts.
I know the rules.
You know how to
and
score a
know the
goal in
rules.
hockey? Boop. Get it between the posts. Same thing with
And
parking.
you shanked that parking job.
No, I didn't. I'm not to the right side of the line. I'm between the lines.
No, that's the bumper.
Nah, there's no bumper.
I'm gonna pour Coke on this car. I'm running out to the parking lot.
Plus, he doesn't drive a truck. He drives it like a normal mid-size SUV. I have the exact same type of car. It's so easy to put the car in the right place. I will tell you, some
Put
of
it
the
in the
most,
right spot.
some of the
can't
most
drive.
awkward things that's ever happened to me. Kid, I'm parked in my car at the gym. I'm waiting to go in. I'm listening to Joe in the morning for a segment, and a dad parks right next to me with enough space. Kid in the passenger side opens up the door. You could tell late for school.
Bam.
Flings the door open and it rips my door. And I look over. Obviously, I'm pissed, thinking it's some old dude or whatever. A little kid.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do in that situation? Because
Jump 'em.
Snap on the daddy.
No, you got to jump the kid.
Don't beat up the kid.
Oh, yeah.
You tell the daddy.
Nah, you wail on that kid.
Yeah, you can say something to the daddy.
right, but what do I do? I mean, poor kid. Not his fault. He didn't know.
Well, it was his fault.
No, he doesn't know rules
Doesn't
already.
know.
He's
I
going to
mean,
jail.
He doesn't know if he opens a door that it might hit something next to him.
He didn't realize. I mean, he's late for school. I mean,
What were you doing?
Disregard for other
hanging,
people's property.
You were hanging out in school parking lots? Where was this?
No, the JCC has a school inside of it.
I'd like to get deeper into this story.
You sit in the parking lot, listen to Joe, and watch kids walk to school.
Why do you guys get so weird? Why?
It's such a bad habit because I know it's gonna.
That's so weird, man.
So you don't park in the gym parking lot. You park in the
same.
kid.
It's the same parking lot, jackass. You guys always take it.
But this is
so
weird.
uncomfortable.
But it's
and
weird.
so weird. It's not weird.
You
is
went to the gym.
This is a community center.
My kid goes.
Hold on. Don't you go to the JCC? Don't you take your kids? But what's the difference?
So
I don't sit in the parking lot and watch kids walk into school weirdly.
Not watching kids.
So you get
almost cursed.
You get in the car line.
I'm
with
not
the other
in the car
parents
line.
dropping off kids, but you don't have a kid to drop off. You're just in the line.
Not in the car line. One big parking lot in front of a community center.
It's
to
like
the left. There's a school of all ages where my nephew goes, by the way, where I take him to school. To the right, entrance to the gym.
Sounds like you have your explanation ready to go at a moment's notice when you get pulled over for
so let
being
me
in the
let me
car
get this
line.
straight. Let me get this
Can
straight.
I take Josh today?
Let me get this straight.
You think
we
the
want
car
people
line is like what? Like the conveyor belt sushi place where you just kind of look for what you want?
Let me get this straight. We want people to stay in their car, especially people with a meter, stay in their car and listen to our segments. I'm doing that. Now I'm getting penalized for it.
I just heard that you were in the school parking lot looking at kids getting out of their cars. I took it wrong. I apologize. I took it wrong.
He hit his car. You have a good day.
I sentence you to 3 homework sessions at my house. I'm just teasing.
No. I don't like these jokes. No. It's weird. It's not even funny.
It's weird to sit in a school parking lot.
But I'm not driving out to a random school parking.
There's a long parking lot over there.
We're joking.
You can go to the other side.
It happened to be such a great possible radio segment, and you guys just can't hold back.
I know.
Huh?
I feel terrible about that. I'm glad you called me out on that, and I'll do better.
Okay.
No, I will. My radar is going to be up for that now.
You can walk down that sidewalk right there by the gym. You can peek in the windows.
Stop it. He just told you that he doesn't like it.
You're the one who peed himself every single NFL game. You want to talk about weird? You peed yourself every single NFL game.
Because I was focused. Okay. I know what you're focused on.
You
done?
See what he get? I'm
You
done. I'm done.
You done?
I'm
You
done.
gotta pee.
All right.
You need to leave because I think pickup line starts soon. It's a joke. That was the last one. That was it.
Oh, boy.
Jimmy, don't laugh at that. You're only encouraging me. All right. Anything else in the headline?
Okay.
They're dressing up for Halloween, Solana.
Okay. Panthers tonight. At the Amerant Bank Arena.
What is the line tonight? Oh, there's Thursday night football tonight too.
Man,
OG's playing tonight.
Oh, he's starting on my fantasy team.
Chargers are 3-point favorites over the Vikings. Is it what's that quarterback
McCarthy?
name? JJ McCarthy? Is he the quarterback?
No.
Is he starting?
Still hurt? I think
I don't
he's
know.
still hurt.
I have no idea.
Let me see. Passing props. Oh, it's Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Let's see.
It's crazy. They wait for him to get back. They get rid of Sam Darnold, and he gets hurt again.
Rondé Gadsden over under on receiving yards.
48.
37.
41 and a half.
Over. He went 70 and 160
I know,
back-to-back
but
games.
don't you kind of like you can do that under the radar when no one's ready for you, when you're being tweeted and talked about all week long?
Yeah.
You don't think Brian Flores might have a little something up his sleeve for OG?
But
Like, I'm not letting Rook do that to my defense.
Oh, you know, he'll get nowhere close to 100, but 6 targets, 40 yards, 7 yards a catch, that's not hard.
Heat tonight. I'm sorry, Panthers tonight. Minus 200 favorites over the Penguins.
Any props on the Crosman?
Let's see here. Sidney Crosby. A goal is plus 170. Shots on goal over 2.5 plus 135. Oh, don't forget to get your rewards drop on the app. That's every Thursday afternoon. Opening mine right now.
All right, guys. Your weather. Oh, Messi signed an extension through 2028. Inter Miami. Today's Thursday, right? Inter Miami plays tomorrow. Playoff game. Best of 3 against Nashville. That'll be at Chase Stadium up in Fort Lauderdale.
They're the favorites, right, to win the whole thing.
Favorites to win the whole thing. I would imagine they're big favorites. They just won 5-2 against Nashville. They went 2-0 against Nashville in the regular season. I would imagine they're massive favorites tomorrow.
For the series?
For the series and tomorrow. And Messi to score a goal, I would imagine, is minus 200.
World Series starts tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
Let me see here. MLS. What is that? UEFA?
Not UEFA.
All right. Copa Libre?
Not Copa Libre.
Copa Libre.
How do I find MLS?
There's probably an MLS tab. That would be my guess.
How about you put it under the soccer tab, Hard Rock? You know I love you.
It says soccer on there, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not betting that. No, nothing.
Yeah, but I like to hop on board for the playoffs. I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, it's not up. U.S. men's national team plays tonight against Portugal. Or is that women's international friendly? Do you know, Jimmy? Just see it on the Hard Rock Bet app.
I'll look.
Okay. All right. Your weather in South Florida right now, partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. That's brought to you by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable Root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. Back to you guys.
All right. We talked with DBJ last hour. It's not going to be an undefeated season for the Canes, but there are plenty of games left. There's one Saturday night, plenty for you to cheer about. Time for you to go get some new gear at Caneswear in Davie or online at caneswear.com. You can go there right now. You will not find a bigger selection of Canes merch anywhere. Not just Canes, of course. You've got the Dolphins. You know, if you felt like buying some new Dolphins merch, I don't know what would possess you to do such a thing. But if you felt like it, Caneswear has it. Inter Miami, though, we just mentioned the playoffs start tomorrow. So you can get some new Inter Miami stuff. They've got Heat. They've got Marlins. They've got the Florida Panthers. Maybe you're going to the game tonight. You want to stop at Caneswear in Davie on the way there. Get yourself some new Panthers gear. Everybody get into the spirit of things. Plus, the holidays are going to be here before you know it. I can't believe I'm already saying that, but the holidays are going to be here. But you can go to Caneswear, get new shirts, hats, jerseys, shorts, hoodies for you and the entire family. They've got everything there. They've got even more at caneswear.com. So don't wait. Go there right now. The store in Davie is on University Drive right next to Las Spadas, or you can always shop online at caneswear.com. They honestly have anything Canes that you can think of. So make it a point to get there this week, this weekend, tonight, whenever you want, or just hop online right now and start shopping at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot South Florida sports fans shop.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I spend $250,000 a year on gluten. It's hysterical.
Terrible.
What?
This is terrible.
This is funny. Laugh out loud funny.
You're not even laughing.
What are you talking about? Crank it up, Jimmy. Turn yourself a egg and beat it. Have some more pie.
It's terrible.
That's funny.
This is bad.
Find something else from Weird Al, Jimmy. Jimmy, call Weird Al and ask him if it's funny.
On it.
He's 66 today. Weird Al Yankovic, 66 today. You know who else is celebrating birthday today?
Who's that?
Doug Flutie.
60.
63. But metabolically, very much younger because, he does those commercials with Frank Thomas for eugenics. Nugenics.
Yeah. She'll like it, too.
It's so uncomfortable when he says that.
That's the weirdest part.
We should give that to DBJ. That's a funny line. He's 63 today. Doug Flutie, another famous short quarterback who never said during a press conference, I can't see my receivers.
Why would you say that, son?
Well, why would you?
Silly.
Doesn't make any sense. Speaking of the Dolphins, David Furones, who covers the Dolphins, tweeted out the injury report.
Mm-hmm.
And he notes that Jalen Waddle has popped up on the injury report dealing with something on both hamstrings and receiving rest. So the Dolphins injury report, Julian Hill, ankle, has not practiced yesterday or today. Elijah Campbell, limited in practice today. Jason Marshall Jr., limited yesterday and today. So Jalen Waddle, fine yesterday. It says hamstrings, plural, /rest. We get some
maybe just
veteran rest
a little
day.
sore. Hopefully.
And also on the injury list, but they had full practices today. Aaron Brewer, Storm Duck, Kenneth Grant, Jordan Phillips, Tua, he's on there with the thumb, and Dante Trader Jr. Angles.
I'm about to say.
Some people listed ankles. Angles. Angles.
Lad McConkey stole his ankles.
Michael Penix is on the injury report for the Falcons with a knee. He was limited yesterday and today. And just looking if there's anything on Bijan Robinson that's going to prevent him from doing whatever he wants to do. Do we know who the backup quarterback is for Sunday? Have they announced it?
Cousins.
No.
The Dolphins.
Yeah.
See, I'm not even used to the question of who's backing up.
When are they announcing? I guess game day?
No, yeah. It'll be at an hour and a half before game time, 90 minutes before. They release the actives, inactives. Whoever the emergency third quarterback is, you'll know, which is how we found out this past week.
I know.
Nobody knew that Zach Wilson would be the emergency third quarterback. When he was, my initial thought was, he got hurt.
Right. No, it was just competition. That's the weird spot to have competition in, though. Backup, because they're not taking many snaps anyway.
And it's unprecedented. We've all been covering sports for a long time. Nobody's having a week 8 backup quarterback competition.
Very rarely does the backup quarterback hierarchy change for no reason other than in week practice.
It doesn't.
Performance.
And the weirdest thing was that after the game, when they talked to Quinn Ewers, they said, "Hey, when did you find out?" When we got to the hotel, when we landed in Cleveland. So it wasn't even like a conversation that happened throughout the week in practice. And they asked him, was practice any different? He said, no, my process was the same all week. So it's not even as if he took more reps with the starters because Tua was hurt, or, hey, he was elevated throughout the week and got to prepare as the backup. They just decided he's the backup today.
Saturday afternoon.
When they landed in Cleveland.
But again, I just think it's such a weird thing to fixate on. Like if you're spiraling during the season, and even before the Cleveland game, they were spiraling. If you're spiraling, why are you even having a conversation about who's going to back up Tua? You know what I mean? Like,
to take your mind off the problem.
But why? Like, why would that even be a conversation? Talk about something else, maybe more pressing.
Yes, like Tua.
You saw that.
Maybe to work with the starter on how to complete balls.
You saw when Mike McDaniel spoke to the media yesterday. He said, "There's zero uncertainty with Tua on my conviction and belief in him."
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who thought, because I thought coming off the Cleveland game that maybe the most beneficial exercise would be to give Tua a week off. Again, I keep making this real clear. I'm not suggesting Tua loses the starting job. I'm suggesting he's been so bad the last 2 games that you give him a week off against Atlanta, and then because they're going to have a short week coming up after that. It's going to be Baltimore on Thursday night. So give him the week off. Maybe give him off the Thursday night.
But Hawk, no. Hawk, a $250 million guy you made the franchise. You're going to give him a little breather midseason to recalibrate? That sounds crazy. Hawk.
Did he not look like he needed to be recalibrated during that game?
Does he need something different than what's been going on? Yes, but to give him a 2-week breather to try to get back on his feet, this isn't. It's like if you start a young guy, if this was Cam Ward and he looked just overwhelmed by the league, hey, we're gonna sit the young guy for a second, let him watch some film. He wasn't ready. We're admitting it. Tua's in year 6. He's been to a Pro Bowl. Now he needs a recalibration. It's crazy.
There's no chance Tua gets benched while McDaniel and Greer are in their current positions because Mike McDaniel's career is tied to Tua Tagovailoa right now, whether he wants it to be or not. He was brought here to fix Tua Tagovailoa, and we know I don't want to say campaigned, but he endorsed giving Tua Tagovailoa that contract, and Chris Greer can't afford for Tua to get benched for a 7th-round pick or for Zach Wilson because guess what? He's the one who signed the check to Tua Tagovailoa.
But what I'm suggesting is the way to fix him for yourself is to give him the week off. The way to fix him, it's rebooting your computer.
Yes.
Sometimes you got to shut it down, let it rest, unplug it from the wall even, and then start her back up.
I agree with you.
Do you think he'll have a short leash? How about a short leash on Sunday?
I don't think so. If he throws 4 interceptions, but I don't think
if
one
he puts up
interception
another 3 QBR, if he's pacing for another 3 QBR,
if they're choked out in the first half of the game, there's no way they come out second half with another quarterback. They're going to give Tua a chance to come out and
I don't know about that.
If they want to do what you're saying, and I'm with you, sitting him down, letting him, act like his thumb is hurt more than it is,
right.
And blame it on the thumb and let him get a recalibration. That's the only way you can do it. You can't come out and say, "Yeah, Tua's having a tough run. We're gonna put him on the shelf for a
If
second."
everyone notices that he's having a tough run, he is stinking up the joint. Why not just say, you know what? For everyone's sake, we're gonna change it up a little bit. We'll go with Quinn Ewers or Zach Wilson, whoever, for the second half, and then we'll reassess things for Thursday night's game against Baltimore.
And this wouldn't happen. I won't say it's a bad chance of happening. What if they go out there and they beat Baltimore?
It would be the greatest thing ever, right?
Now you can't,
finally found what the answer was.
So now you leave Quinn in?
Baltimore or Atlanta?
No, you lose to Atlanta. Things are going south, and so you go with a new quarterback for the Thursday night Baltimore game.
I don't think it matters because Baltimore, if they don't beat the Bears this upcoming weekend, I don't know if Lamar is going to end up playing or not. I think he is. They're just as bad as the Dolphins. They've only won 1 game. They're sitting right now 1-5. They'd be 1-6. The Dolphins would be 1-6. Hey, credit Quinn Ewers for winning a football game, but what does it mean? You beat another really bad team.
Oh, no, there is no context to victories this season with the Dolphins. There is none anymore. Every victory is celebrated like a great accomplishment. There is no diminishing a victory just because the team they're playing is bad, because they have lost to bad teams. So
let's say Tua, knock on wood, Tua gets hurt in the Atlanta game. They start Quinn Ewers and the Ravens. They're both 0 and what would they be? 1-7 at the time?
1-6. Yeah.
They're 1-0 because if they lose to the Falcons.
No. Ravens are 1-5. Dolphins are 1-5.
So they're both 1-6.
No, 1-6.
They'll be 1-6. Yeah. Quinn Ewers puts them to 2-6.
And 2-7 for the
2-7. You start Tua the next week because Quinn is 1-0 and Tua's 1-7.
I can't unless Tua has the next worst game he's ever had, which is hard to top this past Sunday in Atlanta in a dome against the Falcons. I don't understand how you bench Tua this season.
I don't think they'll bench
mean,
him.
if he
I don't
put
think they'll bench
up another 3 QBR,
you can't bench him.
you're punishing him. I'm not kidding you. You're punishing him.
Player abuse, just putting him out there. Huh?
Yes. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming up. We'll get caught up on all the headlines, and there are a lot of them. Reminder, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members Rush just announced their 50-something tour. We've got a chance for you and a guest to win a flyaway to see them at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Prize includes tickets to the show, round-trip airfare, and a 2-night hotel stay. If you want to enter, go to WQAM.com. It is a national contest. Again, you can register to win right now at WQAM.com. All right, 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming up next, so do not go anywhere. Get you caught up on headlines, get you ready for a weekend of football. Talk a little gambling, too. Not the way I like to talk about it, but that's the way the gambling's being talked about today, so we'll do that as well.
Do not let chronic pain impact the quality of your life. The arthritis, the tendon pain, the joint pain. Don't just sit around with it. Don't just let you just deal with it. Your body can help treat that pain without the need of drugs or surgeries. And I'm telling you, even though I've had dozens and dozens of surgeries, doctors will give you those scripts for drugs. Surgeons wake up in the morning, pay their bills doing surgeries. That's what they want to do. You have another option. It's called regenerative medicine, and QC Kinetics is the largest, fastest growing regenerative medicine group in the entire country, and they're waiting to help you get rid of that chronic pain like they helped me get rid of my chronic pain when I messed up my heels, broke my heels. I was limping around. There were doctors and orthopedics talking about put me in a wheelchair, cast my feet, put me in boots. I said, you know what? I walked out. I said, I got to holler at QC Kinetics because this sounds crazy to me, doc. Went to QC. I got PRP shots, healing lasers, limped in, walked out. First treatment. Second treatment, I was good. Playing with the kids again, basketball, working out, running around with the baby. I'm telling you, try regenerative medicine and see if it works for you because thousands and thousands of people have been helped by QC Kinetics. Call and make an appointment today. QC Kinetics. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's the number, 844-777-3436. Tell them that Crowder sent you down there. Receive a free consultation and $500 off your first treatment. They know it works. Go down there and see your option, and they're expanding because it works. Brand new office off Southeast 17th Street in Fort Lauderdale. Holler at QC Kinetics, 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Everything that comes out of my mouth is generally wrong. I want to know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind. Everyone loves a little information society. 5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour, brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. So if you're going to the Panthers game tonight, don't forget there's a Funky Buddha tap room right there in the arena, and you can enjoy some delicious drinks. And if you're not going to the game tonight, but you want a place to watch the game, watch a little Thursday night football, Funky Buddha tap room in Oakland Park, time of your life. We're going to be there 1 week from tonight.
I like it.
Do you know why?
Thursday night football.
That's right. Just some friends getting together, watch a little football, maybe see what Quinn Ewers or Zach Wilson has to offer.
And we'll have the Eat the Enemy so we can have some Maryland food.
Right. So what do you think? Crab cakes?
It would have to be crab.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Crab cakes, I think, would be the way to go. The Eat the Enemy for this Sunday at Funky Buddha is chicken and waffles.
Mm-hmm.
So you know Chef Jeff is going to do a good job. So watch the game Sunday. You watch college football all day Saturday there. They've got Halloween stuff going on at the tap room. Sticky treats is available. There is so much going on at Funky Buddha, the tap room in Oakland Park, or the little Funky Buddha at the Amarant Bank Arena right across from Pantherland. You can get all kinds of good stuff. But next week, everyone's welcome to come out and watch football with us. Just grab yourself a chair somewhere at the bar or whatever, and it'll be me and Crowder and Solana and not Solana. It'll be me and Crowder and Jimmy and Appel, and maybe we can get the Ticket Wizard out there, and we'll have the time of our lives. So
My Ticket Wizard shirt today.
you're wearing your Ticket Wizard
Yes,
shirt today.
my
Look
man
at
Barry.
you.
My fishing buddy.
How
Couldn't have
about
scheduled this
that?
any other day, huh? One day I could be there.
Well, we wanted to do a weeknight game, not a ton of options, and the Heat play many weeknight games, and so you were left out to dry. What can I tell you?
Addition with subtraction.
Addition by subtraction. But I mean that with all the respect in the world. Here's your 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour headlines, brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
We were talking about it in the last hour, so I did look it up. Inter Miami is minus 190 to win tomorrow against Nashville.
What about for the series? Do you know why are you showing us that picture? Why is that picture up on the video stream, Jimmy?
I didn't put it.
Did you put that up there?
I think Crowder did.
Did you put that up there?
I didn't know I could do that.
You're an administrator on
Yeah, Jack.
Wait a second. That's you? You're putting that up?
No, I'm putting that one up. If you
Oh.
put one on me, I'll put one on him.
You're an administrator?
Oh, Solana logged me in. This is
Battling
great.
pictures. That's funny. That is, if you're watching our YouTube feed, that is Solana with drumsticks. Guarantee you he never played the drum.
No.
He was doing props even back then. That's you walking around with your rhyme notebook. There is no chance you were a drummer in the band.
Bro, jazz band, 8th grade.
was-
Concert
you were
band,
in eighth
7th.
grade?
No,
That
that's
can't
6th
be
grade.
eighth
That's
grade.
6th grade.
That can't be
That's 6th grade. But I played the drum set throughout. I was percussion 6th grade, then 7th and 8th. Played the drum set.
So you wore your 8th grade chin all middle school?
Bro,
You know,
I
the
saw,
weird thing is that's a candid shot. It wasn't even picture day. He just happened to be walking through the hall. That's how you dress for school.
Alejandro.
You see the set of hair I had on me back then.
That was a good looking lid.
Yeah.
That's a good looking salad.
That's a cute little Solana.
All right.
That little Jack Black hand.
Ay, ay, ay.
Messi to score tomorrow, minus 275. Messi first goal scorer, plus 190. Messi to score 2 or more goals, plus 160.
All right.
Tonight in the NBA, I'll get to some other stuff right now in the NBA. You know, the whole federal investigation thing.
Oh, that thing.
Thunder at Pacers tonight. It's an NBA Finals rematch with a lot less let's say, gusto to it because the Pacers aren't the Pacers of the NBA Finals. But NBA Finals rematch in Indiana tonight, 7:30 p.m. These games are on ESPN. Warriors host the Nuggets at 10. Either of you watch? Ernie, Shaq, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith yesterday.
I was traveling. I want to, though.
We were out in Delray Beach, and they had it on in the bar that we were at. And so I saw some of it. I saw them run to the screen. But then I did watch it after or maybe before the late game started.
So it is literally in the same studio.
Yeah, same music.
The same music, the same setup. The only difference is you don't see TNT on the logo. You see ESPN on
It
the
is
logo.
produced by TNT. The only thing that's different, they are producing the same broadcast that they produced for years, but they are then taking that broadcast and licensing it to ESPN. There is nothing different.
But you know what? I like that because it would have been very easy for ESPN, big you-know-what, to come in and say, no. Like, we're going to pay you guys. We're going to have our people handle the production. We're going to have our people do it. F this, move to Bristol or come to Bristol once a week. And instead, Ernie, I'm sure, played a hand in saying, no, we like our crew. We like our people.
Well, I
this
think
product works.
What the whole thing, if you remember last year when it was starting to come down to it, was they weren't going to sign elsewhere. They didn't want to go elsewhere. They didn't want to be on the set with Stephen A. Smith and whatever. They wanted to do their show. And a lot of people were concerned, like, hey, you're taking it off TNT and you're taking away the best pregame show, post-game show, halftime show. And so it was a great solution, which is we'll keep doing it. We're just going to license it to the other network. And by the way, ESPN now doesn't have to produce a pregame show, which always pales in comparison. I mean, they will have one because it's not every night that they do a broadcast. But yeah, the ESPN stuff always pales in comparison to that particular show.
Well, tonight, Thunder at Pacers, Nuggets at Warriors. Panthers do play the Penguins tonight. Emirates Bank Arena. Listen to the game here. I wanted to read you guys this tweet from Barry Jackson. He says the NBA labor agreement says when players are placed on leave, like Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups have been, they continue to be paid. If NBA waits for this to be adjudicated over months or years, a big if, he writes, then no cap relief for Heat. We'll see. And he's right. It's a big if.
I feel like this is unprecedented, though. I think Adam Silver may have to step in and say, we're not going to tie you to this contract when.
But what if Terry, I mean, look, I know it seems damning, but again, these are just allegations. What if Terry Rozier ends up being innocent in all this? And it's some mafia members who threw him under the bus and fabricated lies against them to try to, reduce their sentencing. And maybe it's not as severe as we think his involvement really is. So what? The Heat just don't have Terry Rozier on the roster anymore. And 6 months from now, we find out he was innocent?
Well, I don't think we're going to find out in 6 months, but I would say this season, you are not going to have Terry Rozier's services. So how can that contract? I'm not saying he doesn't get paid or they don't come up with something. I'm not saying don't give the man his money. I'm saying don't count that money against the Heat when this is something out of their control and out of the normal purview of sports. This isn't an injury. This is something that's unprecedented.
Like Hoch said, unprecedented. Give him their $26 million back. If he's totally innocent, retro pay him. I know $23 million. That's not a lot of money for the NBA.
No, but I'm saying don't affect his salary. Just affect what is counted towards the Heat.
And if they suspend him and stop paying him, and he's innocent, then pay him the money he was deserved to get paid anyway.
Yeah,
$26 million, $26.6 million. Do you know what Terry Rozier's career earnings are?
200.
I was going to say 140.
160.
Yeah.
Basketball stupid. You see KD's numbers?
500, 600
He just
million.
became the highest paid basketball player in the history of the world.
With the extension. He let you hold something?
No, he didn't dress like it, though.
NBA Central says that federal prosecutors push for a $10 million bond for Terry Rozier per NBC. And Rozier had to give up his passport, put up his $6 million Florida home, and can't gamble after the judge denied the prosecutor's request. That's too much. That's too much of a punishment.
Is he a flight risk?
Yeah. Yeah, you have that much money, you're absolutely a flight risk.
Get a private jet and hit it.
Well, not if you don't have a passport.
Hawk, I've got on planes without passports.
Not to leave the country, you haven't.
You don't think somebody with $160 million can't get out of this country, Hawk?
And go where?
I don't know. Bolivia.
No, it doesn't
The
work
coast
that
of
way.
Bolivia.
You can't go into a country landing at their airport without having a passport.
Oh, you gotta grease some palms.
Okay.
I know this is
the Puerto Rico, no problem.
I know this is a bigger conversation, and perhaps we don't have time for it. This is inevitable from the very beginning. I'm sorry. I know, you have to uphold the moral integrity of the game or whatever you want to say.
You mean like a gambling scandal?
Yeah, I mean,
for sure,
bro.
Yeah. And this isn't going to be the only one, and it's not going to be the only sport.
It's silly, and I get it. Hey, don't bet on don't cheat the system. Don't bet on games, and don't tip things that could lead back to you. I know it sounds obvious, but you're talking about dudes, a lot of them who grew up in awful neighborhoods, awful backgrounds, whatever. Now, all they're seeing anytime they step into the stadium are gambling ads. They turn on the TV. You're watching the NBA last
we're
night.
desensitized to gambling.
Yeah.
And so it's not a strong leap to say as you become desensitized to gambling, you become desensitized to some of the things that make gambling a problem.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen. It's just inherent with it. But
And if
that's where we are.
You always say gambling, you need an edge. You need an edge to beat the books. Just human nature. If I know about gambling, and not even saying like point shaving, if I know about gambling, I'm playing. I walk in on a Monday, and I know Ronnie is deadly sick, and this news hasn't got out yet. Hey, I'm taking the under on rushing yards this week. This dude can't even stand up. He's in like.
I mean, it just is what it is.
It is what it is, and that's what I'm saying. Like if you're shaving points, like I saw Terry Rozier have like 6 turnovers in one game, and they were just him throwing the ball to the other team.
The crazy part is that highlight package that's going around, that reel that's going around, that was him in a Heat jersey against the Cavs. That was him actually trying. Could you imagine when he wasn't trying?
What about if it's another team? Nowadays, all these guys know each other. Hey, what up, bro? Hey, what up, Jim? Man, I ain't playing tonight, man.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Not even your team or the team you're playing. You play for the Heat, you know a guy that plays for the Kings, and y'all are just texting. Yeah, I'm out tonight, bro. They don't, it hasn't been out yet. Hey, Lisa, put a little money on the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? It's human nature.
But for the NBA, I mean, I get it. This is the worst case scenario for them. But to act like they're so surprised and shocked, and I mean, this bleep was inevitable, man. What do you think is going to happen? You're in bed with all these gambling websites. It's going to happen.
Well, I don't know. I mean, where are you seeing someone from the NBA saying they're so surprised and shocked? I mean, they're taking action. The people have been placed on leave. Like I haven't seen faux moral shock anywhere.
I guess we have different timelines. I don't know what to tell you.
But you're seeing like the NBA itself saying we cannot believe it. Like I mean,
yeah, I texted Adam Silver. Got his take on it.
When I played, we used to have a meeting that don't even go to the Hard Rock. Don't be seen around chips.
Yeah. Don't get a lottery ticket.
It was crazy. Like you would be kicked out of the league.
Guess who was named NFL Rookie of the Week?
Nobody on our team.
You cannot tell me that I have stumped you guys with this question.
OG.
Of course. Thank you, Jimmy. Oronde Gadsden. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
Dolphins.
Jeez. Are you guys throwing the game? Are you throwing the segment? You guys are on the take?
You guys want to play poker tonight?
Don't wear glasses.
I'm in.
All right. All right. Anything else? Gino Toretta is going to join us.
Got some information over there?
No. Hello?
Panthers tonight. World Series Game 1 tomorrow. Inter Miami versus Nashville tomorrow. Heat versus Memphis tomorrow. Tonight, NFL football Thursday night. Oronde Gadsden, NFL Rookie of the Week plays.
Is that so?
Is that so?
Happy National Boston Cream Pie Day
Oh.
National Horror Movie Day.
Ooh, boy, rough one for it's a horror mucus.
You okay?
And today's I threw down so much. Look at all this candy I threw down. I literally just threw down
What are you
candy.
doing? What's wrong with it?
And
Where's
then
the candy? I've been looking for it.
Jimmy is like, you don't need any candy, first of all. But Jimmy has been walking in here every segment going, where'd they put the candy? Where'd they put? And I go, just don't have the candy. Like, just don't have the candy.
How you gonna tell a grown man you don't need
You don't
any
need any
candy?
candy.
You can't say that to a grown up.
I said it to Jimmy. You don't need any candy.
You don't need any candy.
Jimmy is single-handedly keeping our company in this building with the amount of money he puts in the vending machine. It's unbelievable.
Jimmy, you don't need anything out of the vending machine. We're only here for 4 hours.
Sometimes you need a snack.
What do you need? What do you snack on? What's your go-to in the vending machine?
Trolleys and the Hershey's.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Remember when you were out one day and I tried to do vending machine roulette with Jimmy where Appel, Crowder, and I all bet on what Jimmy would get out of the vending machine. So he just went over there, came back, and we all had to guess.
What did he end up getting?
It was the dumbest thing ever. I don't even remember. But
Doritos.
Plantain chips.
And today's iPod
vending
day.
machines, we don't have time, but vending machines are dumb. You're hungry. 4 potato chips doesn't fill you. You know what I mean? Vending machines, in reality, should be the party size bags of chips. You know, the ones that are $7.99 for the bag. That's what the vending machine should be because it's such bull crap. You go there, you open up the Doritos. There's 4 Doritos in there, and it says 1 serving, and you're like, for who? For whom is this 1 serving?
Hawk is like the drug dealer.
Yeah.
Got to get the comeback.
Yeah.
Them 4 chips. I want 8 chips now. 2 bags, 5 bags. Now you had the Carter.
How'd you get from the vending machine to the Carter?
It's bigger than Nino Brown. Vending machine.
All right. Anything else?
Your weather right now in South Florida, partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid 70s. That's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Gino Torretta talks college football with us next.
Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer. This is my favorite time of year, but not because of that, because it's stone crab season. Love the stone crabs, and if you love them, you got to go to Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They have all the sizes, the freshest stone crabs, the best price. They'll crack them for you. They got the mustard sauce right there. Oh, my goodness. You got to get to Delaware for your stone crabs, but everything else, too. Your lamb, your beef, veal, pork, poultry, duck, turkey, lobster, shrimp, fish, alligator, venison, your crabs, your clams, your oysters, your scallops. Oh, just everything, all the delicious meat. And they have the sides made in house daily and fresh. You don't feel like cooking burgers, sandwiches, fried chicken, roasted chicken, having a party. They have dips, buffalo chicken dip, and the smoked tuna dip. It is delicious, man. I'm telling you, it's like a meal in itself. Go to DelawareChicken.com. That's the website, DelawareChicken.com. See the entire menu. Call them in advance, and your order will be packaged ready when you get there. 954-983-6831. That's 954-983-6831. Place your order. They'll bring it out to your car for you because my man Jose, all he wants to do is get delicious food back to your event. Yacht Provisions, you got a big, beautiful boat, have the most delicious, fresh, best price food in South Florida on that yacht. They got you with Yacht Provisions. And support local. Been down here since 1951. They got all the hookups. That's why they get the freshest food from everywhere. Go to Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They are located on 441, 1 block south of Sterling Road. When y'all get down there, grab your Crowder powder. They have all 3 blends. Get your stone crabs. Have them pre-cracked for you with the sauce, and tell them Crowder sent you.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I'd like to officially go on record. I am wearing underwear today.